welcome to Tempting Fate, where we have today been hijacked by lasers and Sams and feelings. That's right, y'all donated to the Trevor Project and got me to GM. You did it. I will do anything for this organization because they're wonderful. I will even GM a game. Woo! Those cheers are coming from our spectacular cast. Today we have our regulars, Marquia McCarty and Gina DeVivo, as well as regular game master, Rick Budd, who today is in the hot seat. I warmed it up just for him. And additionally, we have a fantastic guest in the form of Amy Dallin. Yay!
I'm so excited to be here.
I appreciate that we're starting the Sam brand early. Thank you. So here's the thing. We're supporting the Trevor Project today. It's a wonderful organization that supports LGBTQ youth. We're real big on it, and we're very, very thankful that we get to raise money for them today, but y'all already got started.
We're starting to lose.
So
we lost the ones on the bottom.
So there are some.
We lost the donations that were on the bottom. Dom?
I can't pull it back.
Y'all are doing the thing too quickly for us, and I look forward to sending some very extensive thanks.
Yeah,
but we also have some thanks that I just have to get through right now because y'all are continuing to show up. So thank you to this, for resubs for that Callisto, for KB Tibbs, for Perfect Cosma, for Shalathia, for Gotta Nerd Out, and to Smokebeard. And as well as donations from @Enthusiarmy.
Yeah! I love you!
From Smokebeard with an incredibly wonderful, generous donation.
Thank you.
From Heart of Handprints, who's spectacular. From DJ Regular, who supports us with his presence and with his delightful clips. As well as Dark of Night, bringing the chaos. No, I will not turn hypocrite, not even today. Some might not be steadfast, but I am. So thank you as well to Nubandius, to Tinksy for an incredibly generous donation. As well as Nubandius for the sub, Shalafia and Strangely Raider and Modern Show for the donations. You're gonna break me, and I need to run a game. And I would say don't, but please do. This is for the Trevor Project. I entirely accede to this emotional destruction. Thank you
so much,
Kate Kintail, for your resub. So, to try to move on as y'all wreck me, we have a few announcements. Thank you, Alice Sharp, for the resub. There are Tempting Fate logo t-shirts now available at TeePublic. Yay! Okay. Thank you, Dark Nade, for the resub. I suspect you're about to test me, or just troll with Rick. I love it no matter what. It's all good. Other announcements, we've also opened up community captions on all of our YouTube videos. If you want to help out people who need and like captions, we love your participation. Many of you might know that caption accessibility is something that I personally use and I personally care about a lot, but it helps so many people in our community for a host of reasons, and if you are in a position to support that with your efforts, it would mean the world to us. Thank you. So the game we're playing, thank you, Wote Prime, for your sub. The game we're playing today is Lasers and Feelings. We're going to go into the rules in just a moment. We have done this many times. Thank you, Strangely Rated, for the resub. And thank you, Stolen Tag, for the resub. You better give that tag back. I'm watching you. So we reskin this game every week, and our previous hacks are available in the Tempting Fate room of the Saving Throw Discord. The OG goodness that all of this is based on is developed by John Harper. And so very much thanks to John Harper, who is an incredible game designer who beyond this one page has developed some truly spectacular RPGs, including Blades of the Dark, which Rick calls out every time. I make smiley faces about it every time because it is the game that game designers pass around among themselves to get cool ideas about game design. So please go check him out. Also, thank you so much, Be Right UK.
I'm saying your name
I'm
right.
so
from
proud
now
of you,
on.
Rick. Thank you so much for the donation. Thank you for supporting the Trevor Project. And thank you, Dom and Saving Throw, for allowing us to do this and for giving us this space to support the Trevor Project for charity and generally to commit shenanigans. Thank you, Cooley V, for the sub, and thank you, Gachnar77, for the donation, as well as to Lasail and Callisto 6 Stats for the donation, and Fennec Wells Child for the resub. Yeah, hi, I'm emotionally compromised. So we have carrier penguins are available. I'm hearing the carrier penguin noises. I'm seeing the beginnings of what is surely going to emotionally compromise me. We have our penguin, Denova the penguin.
Yay!
They're a very good penguin. And the official carrier penguin, courtesy of Meeting Night, is on Twitter. It's a Sam Gwen. So there's Rita and there's Dice and it's real good penguins, Brent. And all of these donations that are coming through tonight are going to result in reward tiers. So let's get through some of the things we have unlocked, as well as some of the things that we now get to do. So unlocked right off the bat, thank you for the reset, Breaker Red. Thank you for y'all. Thank you, Thunder Cabbage, for the donation, and thank you, Nodworthy, and
Everybody, so much.
Oh my god.
Can you remind people to donate via the Tiltify link?
yes.
Can
If it
you?
doesn't say Tiltify, then I have to go back and.
So, as a reminder, per Don back there, who is tragically unmiked, the best way to donate to the Trevor Project so that we can do it for our county is to use the Tiltify link, which is probably coming through in chat and is certainly out on Twitter with our tweets about today. So, I'm gonna get through the unlocks. I really am. I super promise.
Good luck.
Thank you,
really
Food
enjoying
Imposter
not
Night
having to be
Fright,
Rick.
for the resub. Our tiers tonight, some of which have been unlocked. Our first one, our $25 tier, is Mechanical Exploits, which gets 3 rerolls to the table.
Yes.
And 3 rerolls to me.
Boo.
Yes.
Thank you, John Zilcox, for the donation.
Love you, Dragon Lady.
At
You
100...
Dragon Envy tonight.
Oh yeah. Well, no.
She
Love
was
you.
an NPC.
Love. Only love.
Always.
Not for you. Only them.
Yeah.
And speaking of love, at $100, we had our Pupper Time tier.
Yes.
Where Anathiel the Demon, who's joining us this evening, discovers the love of Pupper. At $200, we have now unlocked our secret objective, whereby every player will get a secret objective. I'm going to hand them out right now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, there's one for you.
Thank you very
I need to
much.
make sure I get these all the right things.
Thank you. Do we open now or later?
You can open them right now.
Do they all say the same thing?
I object.
I think they all probably say the same thing.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ooh, this is my weakness. We shall see.
And at $500, we have unlocked Cartoon Kitty Costume Kit. Tonight, we have a character, Smith Smythe from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. In that game, Markia played Carmody Kitty, who was notable for one of Markia's truly extraordinary creative skills. Thank you, New Boundiers, for the donation, and thank you, Postdataist, for the resub. Markia's incredibly creative about costuming. And never more so than when she played Carmody Kitty in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. And so, with the $500 reward tier, Smith Smythe will at some point find a robust clothing stash from their colleague, Carmody Kitty.
Yes!
And you're even gonna get an extra die when you make social rolls using costumes.
Ooh.
It'll be me out of this world.
And to die for.
We're doing well, kids.
If the shoe fits!
Hey, since clothing can be weapons, I'll be a sharp-dressed person.
Yes.
You know, I think that suits you.
Oh!
At $650, we have Wheels Are Meant for Zoom. Today, we have Spidey Pex Parker. I'm so excited for this. I'm so glad to see it. Thank you, Slapsticks, for the sub, as well as DevPez for the donation, and Parker, aka LiveSpark, for the donation. You guys, so Wheels Are Meant for Zoom is unlocked. Yes! And so Spidey is going to find himself in a WCMX competition minigame.
Yes.
Slips!
So now at $800, we have Trick Arrows. We have a sharpshooter tonight.
Oh my
Oh my god.
Thank you, Anonymous, and Road Prime, and Pride and Pain for the donations and for the support of the Trevor Project. Thank you incredibly much.
We're gonna have to get like an hourly total to just keep shouting this out of amazingness.
Yeah, we already ran out of the tears, kids.
I know.
We're done. We're done. So let's just talk through what we're unlocking before
We
Dom.
didn't run out of tears.
We run out of
Looks like he's got
These
his
ones.
time.
the tears on Sam's page.
Are we in downtime?
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god!
gosh.
Thank you,
Oh,
Prudent
I'm
Foster
sorry, Mike, but
Nightbright,
I'm
for
also
the
not sorry.
donations. We peak thanks to you. Thank you, thank you, everybody, so much. This is my first time, like, running a charity stream because I do GM so rarely, and there's always nerves about where you put your tiers, and yet every single time you show up beyond measure. And I am infinitely grateful, especially for this that matters so much to me. In that spirit, thank you, Feathers Flight, for the donation, and thank you, Alice Sharp, for the donation.
We see your pie.
We see your pie.
Thank
It is
you.
delicious. So,
It's damn fine pie.
attempting in some piece to get through all of these. With the unlock of Trick Arrows, Rory, also from Camp Deathkill, like Anathiel the Demon, who soon will discover the love of pepper, Rory is going to get a superpowered upgrade to their quivers.
my
Thank
God.
you, Ryan Lightning, for the donation, as well as Greggles, aka Greg, and for the... Y'all, I don't know what Dom's gonna do to me on this thing, but it's all thanks to you. And thank you, Feathers Flight, for the resub. And so the last tier that I have before Dom does some things that make me make funny faces are $1,000 tiers. I'll never leave you. Darling the dog makes a mysterious new friend and gains a one-time ability to call on their phenomenal psychic powers. No, darling, patient.
So I must do the flaps now.
Oh gosh, that's about right. Thank you, Feathers Fly, for the sub, and thank you, Some Red Shirt, for the resub. So more is surely coming. Dark of Nate, thank you so much for bringing the chaos. So much glorious chaos. All thanks to you, and thank you, Librarian Liz, for the donation. As always, subs get to give players rerolls. We're gonna get to that. I think probably hey right now. That Callisto sends a reroll to me.
Hey!
Sends one reroll to the table and one to me. Strangely Raider sends a reroll to Rick. See, this is what it feels like when it's righteous.
Thank you!
Oh my god.
Oh my
Red,
god.
thank you so much for the donation, and thank you on behalf of the Trevor Project and for helping at-risk LGBTQ youth.
Thank you, everybody. Oh my god.
What are we?
Who were the other two with Tinksy right at the start? There were 3 people who started out. There was a huge one from Tinksy and 2 others.
Tinksy.
We will look up who that was. Thank you so much.
That was Tinksy at the beginning.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
there was a
There were
couple
some
scroll
other-
by.
There were a couple that scroll by. Yeah, we will.
Because you guys
follow that up.
donated so fast.
We're 270.48% from our goal of our goal.
So I think we hit our goal a little bit.
$4.
I think we
Can't do math.
We hit it kind of like Rue hits things. We're good. Thank you, X-Tracker Head, for the donation, and thank you, Anonymous, for the donation as well. So Shalithia
We
gave
should
a
do that
reroll
Bat family
to
thing.
each player, like a very spectacular and egalitarian humanoid. Got a nerd out.
Thank you.
Sends a reroll to Gina. Thank you. Dark of Nate sends a reroll to me.
Dark of Nate.
I see it. Cooley V sends a reroll to Markia.
Markia.
The Fennec Wolfchild sends a reroll to me, as does X-Riker Red. Postatus sends a reroll to Rick. Slapsticks sends a reroll to Amy. Thank you! What Prime sends a reroll to me. Thank you for the resub, Morpheus. KB Tibbs sends 1 to reroll to the table, and 3 to me. Shaka V, thank you for the donation. You guys are incredible. This isn't fair. I'm trying to run a game here.
Please don't
There
break
are
Sam.
so
Our insurance
many.
does not cover killed by kindness.
Should have gotten better insurance. I have to personally cover that policy. Alice Sharp sends a reroll to Amy.
Yay, thank
Perfect
you.
Casima sends a reroll to Rick.
Oh, thank you.
Feathers Flight sends a reroll to Amy. Some red shirt sends a reroll to Rick.
Thank
And
you.
Morpheus sends a reroll to me. I now have a small dragon horde,
Yeah, that's-
thanks to all of you.
There's too many rerolls for a GM to have.
That's a lot
Oh,
of rerolls.
really?
I'm just feeling that today. I don't know why. It seems like too many.
You know, there's something about that seat that makes you think that maybe they shouldn't get rerolls. Chandra, thank you for the resub. So real quick, let's go through lasers and feelings. Many of you probably know this by now, but we play lasers and feelings. We have a set of d6 that we roll whenever something is in doubt. And a high number means that you are better at facts tasks, Sam facts, that make you better at technology, science, cold rationality, calm, precise actions. A low number means you're better at feels tasks, like the task of feeling things right now with all of your generosity. Thank you, Elizabeth Joy, for the resub. Thank you. Thank you, Caitlin, for the donation, and thank you, Kate Kintail, for the donation.
Oh, you everybody. Oh,
So, you roll between 1 and 3 dice, 4 if you get help. If none of your dice succeed, it goes wrong. I get to say how it goes wrong. Thank you, Quinn, for the sub. Thank you, Vapor, for the sub. Thank you, Shadow Storm, for the sub. Thank you, Cthulhu Hand Cubes, for the sub. And thank you, Anonymous, for the sub.
Thunder Cabbage One.
Yeah! Oh, thank you for catching that. Thank you, Thunder Cabbage. 1.
And today y'all are doing an amazing job for charity, but all these subs support Saving Throw Show, which makes this possible, so thank you.
put you on the payroll.
I'm just saying.
We had a payroll.
And extra thanks to Dawn, who lets us know that Cranium Squirrel, Lemon Twist, and Gab Greg 47 all donated before the stream. So thank you for those shout outs, and thank you for your support of the Trevor Project. So real quick, yeah, none of your dice succeed, goes wrong. 1 of your dice succeed, goes 2 of your dice succeed, it works. 3 of your dice succeed, stylish as heck. 1 player can help another one. They roll normally. If their roll fails, you just don't get help. You're not getting a screen, you just don't get help. But if it does, you get an extra die. That means you can get up to 4. And if you succeed at 4, you're just gonna be so amazing. Thank you, Alexander, here for the sub. So, with all of that in mind, let's talk about our characters. We've alluded to them real quickly. Thank you! Thank you, Thirdland, for the donation, as well as Heart Prince and Pia and a Cookie. Thank you so much for your support of the Trevor Project. You're really not going to let me get away with this without crying today, are you? I accept my faith. So let's
Are
go
you
around.
attempting it though? No?
You don't know my line.
May I have a pencil?
According to Twitter, we're almost at 3,000.
Thank you.
Whoa. Whoa.
This is fine. So,
Get used to that sound.
thank
It's
you,
not gonna
Tacitus, for the
stop.
donation.
Amazing.
So with us today, we have Markia playing Smith Smythe from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They are a curious researcher. We have, I'm just going to go through them very quickly because you have seen many of them before, and we're going to see them real soon. Amy today is, Smith Smythe's number is a 5, so they are a Sam Facts kind of character.
Mm-hmm.
On the far other end of that, we have Amy, who's playing Pax Parker, aka Spidey. Their number is a 2. They are quippy, they're a daring brawler, and they have Spidey powers. It's pretty nifty. Thank you, SOT Stats, for the resub, as well as Nodworthy. Thank you so much.
The one and only Spidey.
Only Spidey. Thank you, Barraclozo1 for the sub. Thank you, RS11 for the sub. Thank you, Mbar325 for the sub. And thank you, Merchbanks, for the sub.
God, thank you, everybody. PFW Scott.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, PFW Scott, for the donation, as well as Farquaad for the resub. Wow. So, more players. Cool. Gina is here playing Darling the dog. Hello. They're a dog.
I'm a dog.
They are specifically a Beanie Baby dog. A happy-go-lucky dog. Their number is a 3 because they are mostly a feels character, but they have a super analytical sniffing snoot.
An astute snoot.
Yes. Take a reroll. And finally, we have Rick, who I appreciate simply for being extra. One
The
character,
true spirit of Sam.
not enough for Rick Budney.
Oh my god!
Oh my gosh.
Smoke beer.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Smokebeard, for your donation.
Oh man.
So Rick's playing 2 characters today, because he's real extra like that. He is playing characters from Count Deathkill. Rory, who is a cowardly archery instructor whose number is 5.
So I'm a cowardly archery instructor, and I'm from somewhere in England with a very non-specific accent.
They move around a lot.
I move around quite a bit. Sometimes I sound Australian, occasionally a little Irish. Anything can happen.
And every so often, they sound just a little bit demonic because traveling inside of them is also their demonic counterpart, Anathiel.
I am a demon. I am hanging out in Rory's head.
See, like, the impressions of Sam are really just uncanny. Like, I look over there and I see Sam DeLev. Thank you, Uncle Luke, for the donation. Thank you all for supporting the Trevor Project. It means the world to me, and I'm very, very grateful for the opportunity to do this. So, I think that pretty much gets us into our game. Come on, y'all, let's just go.
So by the way, just so you know, I'm just going to use a d6 to determine who responds to whatever between my 2 characters, whether the possessed half or the not possessed half.
Yes.
It's be like a 50-50 chance. I can decide to do it,
I recognize
or
this
Sam
mechanic.
can force me to roll.
Do you want to use
fact, you
my
were cited
Kraken flip
As a
dice?
oh, hey, the D2.
The D2?
Yeah, I've got it.
There are D2s.
Because
Kraken
all
dice
of
is
these
great.
dice
Kraken
I
dice.
have
Sponsor
because
Kraken dice.
Sam was like, you need to buy this.
Ooh, you should show off that pouch. What you always got at
We
WonderCon.
spent a lot of time at WonderCon
yes,
shopping for dice.
And I got this. The artist's name is Mia Arajo.
Ooh.
Absolutely fantastic. There's like a lot of...
Gorgeous.
Amy bought a sketchbook from her also.
Thank you, Uncle Cass.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Is that order?
B-Day.
B-Day.
What did you do with the first B-Day?
Thank you so much for being there. Oh, we don't talk about him.
Or the other one.
We've also gotten a couple unlocks that I'm just going to announce right now because they're not directly pertinent to the game. They are for next week. We're playing a She-Ra game, y'all! Yes!
Wow. Already?
And for the honor of Grayskull, we have further unlocked. I'm gonna play a 4. Apparently, I've never done that.
No, you have to talk about that's too cool. Like,
Yeah, when I was making up the list of all the characters Sam had played previously in Tempting Fate, and I think there are 30 of them overall, including a couple that we excluded for various reasons. There were 2s and 3s and 5s, but not a single 4 in the bunch for some reason.
The 4s was not with me.
where no Sam has gone before.
Wow. Oh.
Whoa.
Take a reroll.
Thank you.
I think that's a cause for celebration.
It's next week.
Star Wars celebration.
We'll
Ah,
be having
Oh,
the
hey,
same
I got
Better
there.
at it.
Thank you, Grandal's Monster, for the donation.
I liked it.
So with those unlocks, let's talk about the library. More specifically, the Delibrary of Alex Samdria.
Oh my god!
So,
take a reroll.
that's not how the Force work. Thank you, Esther, for this up. You all did it. You saved the multiverse. You escaped Camp Deathkill. You saved Valiant and Rapid. You found a family.
Oh, my kid.
And so, with all of your stories told, you've come to the library. More specifically, where you live now, in the Character Archive. It's part of a much larger library that has a brand new artist studio has developed in the past couple of years. The Hall of Facts is immense and constantly overstuffed, and they are busy over in the RPG mechanics section. But the
Is it
Delibrary
under construction? Okay, sorry, keep going.
Thank you, Kenan, for the donation. The Delibrary is extensive, spreading out into the town around it, and accommodates.
It fits, it sits.
It fits, and furthermore, it sits. Dom, don't forget that one tier about this, by the way. There's a tier with those dice.
There is?
Oh, right.
Yep.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you.
Oh no.
No, don't forget about it. No.
No, once the pupper is there, you're not legally allowed to move ever again.
Thank you, Christina, for the donation.
Pup session is 9/10 of the law.
Yes.
Pup sitchin is 9/10 of the law.
Yes. It's a sitting pup situation.
It's all in the
We're
rewrite.
trying.
We're trying.
And making puns alongside is a very full archive of characters. I mean, it's getting a little crowded in there. They're trying to build the extension, but this is your existence from day to day. And trying to deal with that crowding, it seems about time to have the meeting. It wasn't really a surprise when you saw it up on the corkboard. But everybody's getting there, and it's going to be in the grand atrium of the Delibrary. So, as everybody is filing in, you see some characters you recognize. You see some that you don't. But someone you don't quite recognize, there's someone standing right outside, sort of yelling at people. The air of it is almost like a street corner conspiracist, just one cardboard sign short, saying, "No, don't go in there. Come on, you have to get away. No, please, you have to get out." And
Someone said I must go help.
Well,
Would you like some assistance?
No, maybe.
I can sit around your feet, or I can lick your hand,
Careful.
or I can rub up against you.
oh, that's really nice, but don't stay here. Don't stay with me, all of you. You know what's coming. They don't know what's coming.
meeting.
You have to.
I love meetings. Everyone gets together, and I get to play with everyone, and everyone gets to have fun. Meetings not my thing, but I like hanging out with people.
Right, and greetings. I'm Smith Smythe of the Smithington Smythes, not to be confused with the Smithington Smooths.
Oh, good. Thank you for telling me. I thought for a moment you were one of the Smorthington Smites, but
How
no,
dare
it's coming.
Trigger me now, and thank you for the sub.
What's coming?
Serotonia. Thank you for the
A ball?
donation.
I like to catch balls.
The end of the world.
Again?
What? Should we take cover now?
It's hiatus.
And how did you come to this deduction, my dear?
Well, there have already been characters who've been lost, who've been forgotten, who've been assimilated. I've been trying to squirrel people away, trying to get them out, trying to get our story out there. But they're all... I don't know if anyone who's in that meeting, they're just gonna get locked in. They won't be able to get out. If you guys can get away from the library, maybe get across the sea to character creation. You could let them know out there. Get away. Save us all from hiatus.
Yes, running away sounds like a great idea. We should run away now.
We don't have any evidence to the contrary of what this person is telling us.
Plus, if we could save people, we gotta. Yeah, the meeting.
Especially if we can save ourselves.
Look,
No?
I'm going to try to hold them off. I'm going to try to hold off hiatus. There's someone in Deep Freeze I think might be able to help, but if you can sneak out, maybe you can get to the docks. There's a secret passage through the Delibrary that might get you out.
I'll be able to find it. Docks like water or docks like pitifs?
Oh, these ones. I meant the sea docks. But yes, the pitifs. They got in a fight with the dead trees recently. It was...
Did you say sea dogs? I see one right here.
Oh.
I learned a doggy paddle.
You're such a good dog.
Roll over on tummy.
And the moment that you
Secret.
see that, something... It's not even inside you, really. It's inside that darker part of you. That part that you don't like to admit even exists. That part that hungers.
Spooky
Thank
sound.
you, designation, sweet baby. And you've always longed to capture a pure heart. And as that pupper rolls over, you now understand that there is a pure heart right there that doesn't only need capture but gives itself willingly, and the demon inside of you discovers the love of Pupper. The demon inside will protect at all costs.
I
Belly
love
rub?
Pupper. Belly rubs. I will kill anyone who hurts Pupper. Oh, who's a cute little fuzzy wuddly? Oh my god, yes, it's a puppy wuppy with a fuzzy face. Who's got a fuzzy face? You.
I got a fuzzy face.
Yes, you have a fuzzy face. Yes.
And
Did
so,
Rory just get weird?
Thank you, Mini
thank
Marker.
you, Mini Marker, for the donation, and thank you, Third Fun, for the donation.
Thump, 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 thump.
Puppy wuppy.
So,
Human woman.
Close enough. Demon women.
You're a demon?
thank you, Awkward Cassidy, for the donation.
Well,
So,
all of this affection is affecting me. It is time for us to find the secret passageway.
I can do that. Where can we get to from the docks?
well, the best way to... I should just show you. And the woman sort of against the door, and the secret passageway envelops. Spidey, you've seen this before, because you've ridden this before. This is the downward spiral. Now, in places like the CIL in Berkeley and in the Guggenheim Museum, there are grand spiral ramps. And it turns out that the best way to get to the docks is the downward spiral.
I never look and slow down, and I never, ever look back!
And I throw myself toward the opening immediately.
Oh!
I chase wildly.
Puppy! I go just running down after the dog.
Leisurely glide by all 30.
And as all of you race down the downward spiral, the woman closes the passageway and turns around, and there's a sort of sickly green light. It's coming in her direction. But all of you are in the downward spirals, and I need all of you to make feelings rolls to see how you are handling going at high speed. I think someone gets 3 dice as an expert. I think Anathiel, definitely adept at chasing after things. You can roll 2. Also adept at chasing. Also rolling 2.
Thank you!
Smith, you also get to roll 2 because chasing down criminals is a thing that you know how to do. But this is a feels roll. You have to roll higher than your numbers. Y'all know what they are.
Oh!
Thank you, AJ and Shadow Storm, for the donations and for your support of the Trevor Project.
Thank you, everybody. Oh my god.
2 successes!
Excellent.
2 successes.
1 success.
So, as Spidey races faster than any biped could ever imagine down the downward spiral, holding onto one rim so that you just race and spin through it as if it were made for wheels in the library. Shortly behind you, with an abyssal, uncanny speed, is this gangly person who seems somehow animated by demonic eyes. And, darling, you are super here for it, but you're not just a dog, you're a pupper. And those gangle legs lead you to just sort of and tumble, and you are sort of in a little wheel of your own, and somehow that's kind of keeping up. Thank you, Ultra Shredding Explanation. And so Smythe, it's been a while since you've gone after criminals, and
It's all coming back to me now.
it is quite a chase, but you roll out and land right in front of the docks, and you hear the chirp of seagulls, and there you are at the ships. There are so many of them. It is a fleet. There is the good ship Graffiti Punk. Oh, I see Thrulo right over there. There's Scamander Bond. Who would have thought? But they're all here. And there's a couple people who are trying to negotiate with someone in full naval dress, naval regalia, the admiral of the ships. And some people are getting on, but they're also refusing people. No, I don't see any love in you. No, we can't have you on our shipping. It's not right.
I deduct from this person's uniform that this is the person that we need to speak to be able to get on the good ship. Not to be confused with the good ship Lollipop.
Is that one here?
Thank you for the bitch.
Not yet. We need a ship of that nature, though. Presumably, someone who ships with Jester.
Yeah, Jester somebody.
Yeah. Good ship, Ford.
Oh, yeah. Lollipop, got it.
Discuss in chat.
Sorry.
Thank you for the shout out for this. And
A new ship magically appears. Authority figures don't always love me, so maybe someone else should go first. Which ship are we supposed to go on?
I deduct that it is going to be the one that this person is guarding. I mean,
thought
it
they were
seems to
guarding
be
all of the
reasonable.
ships. Makes sense, it's never easy. That Parker luck.
If it was easy, it wouldn't be fun.
I like your style.
Indeed, I have loosened up just a little bit since my time with cartoons, specifically with Roger Rabbit and the crew, including this cute, seductive cat called Carmody Kitty.
Is that from that really old movie, Roger Rabbit?
Really old. This was last year.
Oh, I must be confused. Timeline shenanigans. I've encountered cats before. They're fun sometimes.
Timey-wimey.
So we're gonna go get stretches from the Admiral?
Yes, absolutely. I believe if we talk to them and just,
Tell them we really want to get on a ship.
perhaps
I can
could
eat
give some
someone's brain.
Whoa. Okay.
Oh, I don't think that's necessary. Is that like puppy chow?
That's a very smoothing smite kind of thing to do. I believe that I can fake some documentation to get us on the ship.
Ooh. Should we just talk? Do you need time for that, or are you ready to go?
I pull out some parchment and a quill.
Yeah.
I believe that I can do this in short order.
Ah, yes, the Peter Quill. I know that.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Kurt Preston, for the donation. So, why don't you make a Sam Facts roll
Yes.
for your forgery, because that is calm and precise. You are clearly prepared for this.
This is definitely a call for calligraphy.
And I would, in fact, say that deception, given that you might have a little bit of double agent in your past, makes you a bit of an expert. So you can roll 3. Thank you, Alice Sharp, for the donation. While that forgery goes on, let's do a few more rerolls. So Esther Rang sends a reroll to Amy.
Thank you.
Chandra sends one to the table.
Thank you.
Elizabeth Joy sends one to Rick. Thunder Cabbage sends one to me. Quinn sends one to me. Cat Waterflame sends one to Amy. Alexander Hero sends one to Gina.
Thank you so much.
Bear Glove sends one to Amy. R2S11 sends one to me. Embar sends one to Gina.
Thank you, Enbar.
And Sweet Baby sends one to Hakeem Sophia.
Thank you.
I appreciate you so much.
Designation friend, Hakeem Sophia.
Designation friendly.
Friendly Sophia.
Aww.
So,
We
how
have to
was your
figure it out every
forgery?
time.
Yeah,
Rest
it's
easy.
left hand. Yeah,
left
right
hand.
hand. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Oh, I got automatically mad when you got a
got to hear
reroll,
it
but
in
I'm not
person.
mad because we're both players. Sorry for making that face just now.
No,
When I was like,
I
It's
totally
like, wait, I mean,
understand.
never mind. Okay.
How's the forgery?
2, what, actually, under my number?
Yep, this is a fact roll.
3 successes, 2 are my number.
Woo! This,
Can there be a montage?
so there's you sneak up around the Admiral and papers right out of their back pocket and then use this as, now you have a template. And so you are able to identically copy, you are able to trace, in fact, right over it. So it is perfect. And then, you just retrieve it, you put it right into Darling's mouth. And Darling just puts it right back in the pocket. And they never knew it happened. You now have
Who's a good dog?
one
So good dog.
excellent forgery on the ship of ships.
I have our passport to fortune.
Oh, excellent. I've just been spinning in circles.
Too real.
And I've just been chasing you around in a circle.
Let's see. I changed back to Rory.
Oh.
Oh, we're on a boat. Oh my god, I'm quite afraid of the water.
Do you have your flippy floppies?
My flippy floppies.
Or shrimp trunks? Waterproofing?
I'm completely flustered. I
Do you
don't know what I have.
else?
Where are we?
Will the belly scritches help?
Belly scritches. Yes. Ah, I'd love some, thank you.
And so, like a dog digging into the comforter in the middle of the night before they curl up and find a nice spot, inevitably at 3 a.m. in ways that wake you up, Darling scritches your belly in a similar manner as Smith Smythe hands off the papers to the Admiral, who...
I believe everything should be in order, for order for order's sake, and everything is O-R-D-E-R, order, in order, under order.
Pax Parker, nice to meet you.
Admiral.
Admirable.
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 Yes.
I've met a lot of people with names like that. Thought they were unique to my universe.
And
Does this admirable... Does it smell like a good?
it smells like someone who always looks for love in others. As Admiral of the Ship of Ships.
I have to say, with your alliteration is all the rage.
Yes, Smith Smythe, also a fan of taste and distinction, I see. Yes, all of your paperwork appears to be in order. Yes, you may cross the sea. Come aboard. We do have floaties.
Thank you. Would you like to join me for tea?
Unfortunately, I must stay here and monitor the rest of the ships.
Okay.
No concern there
Quite all
whatsoever.
right. Quite all right. I was out of line to ask.
No, certainly not. No. Very proper. Yes, please come aboard, and we can cut to your time on the sea. It turns out the Ship of Ships is captained by a tiny goblin, who is nonetheless very commanding, frankly. It's something Gar? Is that Gar? Wait, Wengar?
Watergar?
It's probably Watergar. You didn't catch it, but you heard.
That checks out.
You heard something like that. You're not the only ones on the Ship of Ships. There are a few other characters who seem to have gotten that, whether that was because of the woman also trying to get them out of there, or just, people who are crossing the sea, trying to get to the docks, to the duck docks. And you do see someone who's a little bit like you. They're also a beanie baby, but they're sort of green crochet size, and there's just little pieces of string and little knit bits that kind of look like leaves. Or is it scales? I can't really tell.
Snoot to snoot. You're like me. Where's your tag?
Thank you.
Well, my tag is with...
Was it stolen? I've heard that's running rampant in the chat. A stolen tag. Thank you.
Oh, well, mine was pirated.
Ooh, what does that mean?
It means that, well, like my heart, it was stolen. But in a good way.
Oh, I was gonna say, did someone bury it? Was it a ruffian?
Well, I suppose you could say that. But no, you look like such a darling little mammal.
That's my name. I'm Darling the dog. What are you? I loved your leaf scales. They're beautiful.
Oh, well, you don't care about all of that, surely. I
do.
So, this person sits with you and tells you their entire life story over the ship, over the next 3 days at sea, you are regaled with a tale, an entire story, and you can go watch TBTRPG and hear the entirety of what they are told.
What is this, some kind of rebroadcast? It's a human VOD.
I quite like reruns. It's comforting to know what's going to happen.
I listen intently, only to be paused by tiny puppy dreams of running and reimagining of tales of that you are telling me.
Paused.
And by the end of the trip, they're just so, you really remind me of someone, and someone I love very much, and, well, if I can ever help you anytime, just let me know, and I will know, no matter where in time and space you are.
Of course, because we're best friends now, and best friends know when anybody they've ever met is in trouble.
I certainly do. Take care.
Be good.
Quite
What smells like wet leaves?
And
Are we on the Abigail?
I have no idea what you're talking about. We are on a generic ship that has no name that would interfere with any sort of property of anything. Yeah, Abigail. What?
Or the dead tide.
So, you are not far from land, and the thing about sailing is that that's when you can see gulls, you can see birds, things that are off of land, and coming up toward you, like, it might be gulls, it might... No, is it? It's yellow snappers. They fly.
The fish.
The pencils. Like the flying monkeys of the Wicked Witch of the West, the yellow snappers in a swarm start to circle around the ship. One of them swoops down and almost clips your new friend. There's another one that gets in by the spokes of your wheels and sort of nicks into one of the spokes a little bit. And they're starting to get dangerous. What are you guys doing?
Pull an arrow, and I want to try and shoot whatever the closest one is.
Yeah, knock, draw, and loose. You can roll 3.
And,
This is a feels roll because hitting a pencil with an arrow is a very precise shot.
Okay, but first... See, I gotta make the shot as a Nathiel, though.
Oh, have fun, buddy.
What dice are you using?
I'm using the D2.
No, but what are you about to roll?
Oh, no!
So here's the thing, we got an
No.
unlock. The unlock has now arrived.
What is that?
Yeah, it would have been nice to roll with that dice, but today, Rick rolls with
Gotta
the
use-
cursed
I gotta
dice.
use the cursed dice.
Curses only.
Don't worry, I roll exclusively with the cursed dice. You just gotta make friends with them. You're a demon.
Yes, perhaps they should help me out. Cursed dice. Great. Okay.
They're not. Don't believe me.
Oh.
They're fine.
Let's see how this goes.
So I'm trying to. There's a
So
field
this-
roll, you said? So
Yeah, you do it.
2, so
That's
yeah,
2 successes.
Oh,
Yeah.
and my number.
So, as you draw the arrow back, all of that archery instructor training, all of the state championships that you at least attended, sort of
I
leave
was
you.
first runner-up, thank you.
It's important. There is only one of those.
I might have won if my last shot didn't completely miss the target. We can discuss it later.
Strive for excellence.
There were only 2 people in that division.
Oh no!
But thank you, Cat Waterflame, for the donation. Thank you, Cat's Eye. Thank you, Fluffy Butt. And thank you, Zarkoon, for the song.
Fluffy
I
Butt.
really
Oh my
appreciate
God.
your support of the
Aw.
Trevor project. And so as you pull, all of that archery training leaves you. But what doesn't leave you is the rage. Because these pencils are threatening your pupper.
Back off,
And you-
pencils.
Loose the arrow, and Rory had been aiming it. So it is in fact spot on target, and like the infamous archery competitions where the arrow cuts the other arrow, you hit at the eraser side of the snapper, and it goes right through the snapper long ways.
Eat lead, pencils.
Pax, what are you doing?
Okay, so I've been cooped up on the ship for a couple days, and I mean, it's a great ship because I'm having a good time, but, like, come on. But I have had my eye this whole time, and caveat, I don't know how boats work, but I've had my eye this whole time on that mast. And you know how ships have a deck and then a high part at either end?
Yeah.
I'm assuming ours has a ramp on going from the high part to the regular deck. So if I
Yeah.
start at one end and I go down and across, if I can get enough speed and whip up to that mast, I'm gonna maypole my way all the way up
Yes!
this dang ship.
Absolutely, I love it.
Meaning,
Roll for
nice,
it.
thank you.
And I'm gonna
You're
clear out all
right.
the pencils on the way is the idea. I didn't say that part, but I'm mostly focused on the flying part. But
Super valid. I think this is a feels roll because zoom is a feeling.
yes,
You can roll 3 because you are a spider person. Your number is 2. Go for it, kiddo.
zoom.
Ooh. Oh, that's quite
That-
a zoom.
One.
That is 1 success. So,
You've got a stack.
Oh, you know what? Do I have this per die or do I spend this
Per
per?
die.
1 per die, yes.
I'm rerolling both of these.
All right. Go for it, Pax.
Thank you for the rerolls.
We have a few more coming in.
Okay, well now I have 2.
All right. 2 is a full success. So, you launch yourself, feeling the speed, and throw your arm out to the side to thwip to the mast. Using that, all of your forward momentum starts converting to angular, and you're able to physically smash into the pencils on the way up. And just as you are wrapping up and you might smash into that mast, you're just about to, but somehow by the magic of rerolls, you double tap and unthwip just in time, which allows you to grab the top of the crow's nest and use that last of the momentum to somersault over and land in the crow's nest. You are now on top of the crow's nest, and there are 2 yellow snappers that just got yellow smashed. Hey, Smith Smythe, what's going on?
I was in the crow's nest because
Oh,
I like
Thank you,
being
Xenoceratops.
up high while I'm thinking. I whip out my magnifying glass.
Thank you, Dark Knight, for the chaos. And your donation to the Trevor Project. Thank you, Meaning of Night, for the donation. And thank you, Xenoceratops.
I whip out my magnifying glass and I utilize the rays of the sun to take out some of the nearest yellow snappers next to me. Whilst I am doing this, I say, I am number 1, you are number 2.
Oh!
Also, just real quick for the purposes of housekeeping, this reroll is not for me, it's from Nodworthy. This reroll is not for me, it's from SG Stats. Thank you! This roll is not for me, it's from Shadowstorm. Thank you! And Flavitex and Book Scottish. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's too much power for one GM to have.
I'm enjoying this power greatly.
So that sounds like a calm, precise action to me. You're doing the science with this, quite
Indeed.
frankly. And adept you are with the use of the magnifying glass. Burning things is not necessarily your expertise, but I think you get to roll 2 for this. This is a Sam Facts roll. Your number is 5. Yes. Make it so.
2 successes.
And the trick of it is these suckers are moving, but you're able to not just keep the beam on it, but keep it at full magnification so that light starts a tiny little hole right in the middle of one of the snappers. And you're following the light, trying to hold on to the beam as it flits around in the air. But you hold that beam, and it grows, and you can see the smoke that's trailing up even as it flies 40 feet in the air. And as it erupts into flame, another snapper whizzes by and accidentally also catches. The 2 of them fall into the sea as the one you were burning just breaks into half.
Number 2 for the price of 1.
Did I land in time to hear that?
Well, exactly the very moment, you land and you hear the quip line.
Oh, nice one!
Oh, Thank you.
Yeah!
Ooh, oh.
We sure erased that threat, eh?
Yeah.
It isn't quite erased, but darling, what's going on?
They're hurting my new friend Rocococo. I don't like that.
Oh dear. Not new friends, not...
No. So I look around and I look for a jumping off point because I could rebound off my friend, but then I would probably get distracted and keep jumping on them, and then I'd get way too happy, and it wouldn't be good.
Occupational hazard.
Mm-hmm. So I fly, or I not technically fly. I fly with my feet and feet fly, and I go up to the second floor where the wheel is, and I get near the goblin, and the goblin picks me up here, and I just say, throw together. Together. Ah! And I go to chomp that bone.
Roll for fastball special chomp. You have never done this, nor have you done anything like this, but
No.
you're a pupper, and you have a sense of adventure. You get to roll 1, but this is a feels roll.
Yes.
And you are a feels-ish character. Your number is 3.
Can we help?
How would you like to help from the crow's nest?
Cheering very loudly, which Smythe does not do.
This is true.
So,
Smith does not do. It does give it extra power if you succeed. Thank you, Guru Matt, for the donation, as well as Hraven the Pally for your resub. Thank you for supporting the Trevor project.
I could try and help. Like Anathiel's an instinctual character who can give a good pep talk.
You gonna give a pep talk?
Yeah, pep talk. Well, that's easy for me to say.
A pep talk.
Pep talk. Yes.
Pep talk.
Upper pep talk.
Come on, puppy, you can do it. You're the bestest pupper in the whole wide world. Come on, puppy, use your puppy power and your fuzzy face. I don't know why he's becoming Scottish now.
Yeah, we went from Arnold
traveled.
Schwarzenegger to like Scrooge McDuck.
Come on, puppy, you can do it.
There's no power to it.
I've possessed a lot of people in my day.
Pop you up.
Snap to it.
So you are a demon. You do not give encouragement very often. But you've discovered the love of pupper. You can roll 2.
I love that dog so much. Oh, no, wait, I gotta roll the first one.
Yeah, you do.
Fucking
Get my crack.
Nathiel is
a 2. This is a feels roll, so you have to roll over your number.
2 successes.
Get help.
Wonderful.
So yeah, you can now roll 2.
Okay. As I'm flying through the air and I hear my amazing demon friend talking to me and giving me encouragement, I've never been flown through the air in a fight before, but I am reminded of that one time that my kid had a birthday party and they were using me as like a keep-away ball, and it was the most fun as everyone was cheering, and I hear you're cheering and I get inspired. And 2 successes.
And bounding through the air, encouraged by your demon friend, fastball specialed by a goblin of unknown IP origin. You fly through the air, and that snapper is like a fetch stick.
I'm gonna bury it.
Know what to do. And land, roll. And now you do what every pupper does best. Destroy.
Gina taking over as Darling the dog is the best recasting since Daniel Craig became Bond.
I think you mean since Sam Lev became Bond, but I won't hold you to that.
Touché.
And so, looking around for the moment, it seems like there aren't any more yellow snappers for now.
How is everyone? Any splinters or splintered feelings?
I'm good.
You have a mouthful of wood. A snoot full of wood.
Puppy, are you okay?
Yeah.
I'm just patting the puppy.
Because I'm Spidey, can I carry person in one arm while I whip, retract, let down on with the other arm?
Yes, unquestionably.
Want to ride?
Oh, I would love this. Thank you.
Good job.
I
Lean
very
over the
much
side.
appreciate this.
Web. Lower down.
There's a sort of elegance
rope
to this. You managed to
pom-pom.
fit your feet in between the handroom and the spokes. Thank you, Davis, for the donation and your support of the Trevor Project. And, wow, hi.
What's going on?
Thank you,
over there?
Chem13 Freak, for the sub. Chem13 Freak sends a reroll to Amy. Thank you.
This is just so beautiful, y'all.
This is amazing. And
Hey!
Hi!
hey, best friend. Thank you for supporting the Trevor Project. And other than the sounds of munch, crunch, 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 snap, crunch, 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 crunch.
Oh, I have a cape.
Even better!
That definitely is canon now.
Yep. It flows in the air as you're sort of
Unbelievably
tucked into
capable.
that wheel. It's honestly very dainty. And it looks real
I
dapper.
have a cape for all of my capers.
Mmm.
Getting better. Getting better.
But then it's
Are there more?
Prepare yourselves.
you start looking. Snappers, you ready your bow? It's not yellow.
Did someone else hear something about ducks earlier? Was that just... What?
And majestically soaring through the air is a carrier penguin. Those who defy all laws of time, space, and narrative continuity. Lands upon the deck and says, "Wah, wah, 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 wah." This one, it looks like a baby penguin.
Oh my god!
It couldn't possibly be, though, because they only hire adult carrier penguins.
Right, it is
Everybody
obviously-
knows this.
Obviously a grown-aged penguin.
I think the
Very-
organization would tolerate children.
Very adult penguin who has...
I mean, used to be surprised what, like students can get done. I'm just saying.
That seemed extremely specific. I deduce that was about yourself.
Hey, look, a penguin!
Hello.
Who's a cute little penguin wangwin?
Oh, that's me. I'm a cute penguin. But I have messages and I need to read them to you.
So we have a lot of carrier penguins from all of you. Thank you so much. I get to read nice things now. Tinksy says,
Much love to the LGBTQ community. Lemon Twist offers, OMG, Masked Sams! Is the world ready for this?
Dark of Nate says,
Happy Sam Day to all. We've got plenty of Sams, but no lasers to send, so we'll just have to send extra feelings to make up for it.
thank you, Zerkun76, for the donation and for your support of the Trevor Project.
For everybody.
Dark of Nate says, please offer us another impossible goal so we can shatter it for the Trevor Project and turn Sam Prime into even more of a blush monster. Chaos! I think that's how I was supposed to say that. Tatzelzeth says, wanted to say thanks to Sam for being the biggest help in my journey understanding my gender. I don't know if I ever would have sorted it out without having seen them being awesome. I don't think I can express what them just being themselves is meant to me. Hope the donation helps pass that hope along.
It is. The Trevor Project does wonderful work, and its support matters a lot to making sure that our community and our youth survive and thrive. Heart of Handprint says,
I can't put this level of excitement that I hold it for this game into words, but somehow I think all of you have a great understanding of how to push the limits of excitement. Happy Sam Day, y'all! Luke says, do good and be amazing. Grendel's Matter says, hope to witness the mythological hidden unlock moment wherein Sam EXE crashes and vanishes off screen for a hopefully quick reboot because gifts.
Seratonia says,
I forgot to tweet this. I will later. I have pictures. But I ran a Lasers and Feelings event at the library yesterday for 14 kids, almost all of whom had never even seen an RPG before. Thank you all for not only showing me this game, but giving me such good examples to draw from when running it.
And no one runs it better and is a better model of running it than Reboot.
Oh God, you better be ready, and done this 60 times, and you're not even halfway to the first game.
I know, I'm not even halfway. There's still so much more to go.
Hannah M says, I love all of you. Thank you for doing what you do.
I feel the same way.
Gurgle says, you are amazing humans. I'm so happy to help with this awesome drive. Slente. Livespark says,
Puny goal must smash!
thank you for this wonderful stream supporting the Trevor Project. They're good people.
And oh my gosh, Master Night Break. Thank you so much for your donation in support of the Trevor Project. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I thank you.
Meaning of Night says, happy Sam Day. You guys are the best. Keep being awesome.
We're doing our best, and we couldn't do it without all of you. And with that, the little definitely adult penguin rolls up the messages, puts them into their mailbag, and fires up their jetpack just in case the flying thing doesn't work. Runs down the ramp and jumps off.
Careful!
Falls, kicks in the jetpack and then flies away.
Bye! Tail wag. Tail wag.
Oh, I really do hope they make their party. They're very snazzily dressed.
How majestic.
There's something you don't see every day, and I see a lot of weird animals.
And with that, you guys are getting pretty close to docking. You have arrived at the docks, although no one has ever meant ducking.
Oh, dang, the ships are coming in. Okay, I got it. Never mind. This is where the ships land.
Yes!
They land at
It's all
the
good.
duck docks.
Our ships are coming
The
in.
docks for ducking.
It's all good.
What am I missing?
We'll talk about it later.
Oh,
Off
okay.
stream. This
Okay.
is off stream.
Okay, when you type, oh good, we're at the docks, time for more ducking. And your phone is like, I got you, I fixed your typo.
Oh my god! Yes, autocorrect.
We're at the
Hi.
duck docks.
Yep.
It's where the ships land.
Yep. Hi, friends. How are you?
I just thought I would make sure to explain all of that as much as possible.
Thank you, Heart of Hand Friends, for the donation. And thank you, Pax Parker, for disillusioning Darling the dog.
They've commissioned me to write, hopefully Darling's still not sure what I'm talking about.
But Darling is just listening intently, going autocorrect. I definitely know what that is.
I do not get it.
That's when you chase after the autos and correct them of being far from you. Now they are near. You catch them. That's how auto.
You catch all those ducks.
Every single one.
Pax got briefly hired to do a column explaining like the speech of the youth for the Bugle. I just look. I do a lot of features.
Beagle.
Oh yeah. You know, I met someone who went to the Daily Beagle, but it's been a while since I saw him.
Ooh! I would love a Daily Beagle. It's like seeing me every day.
Oh, that's adorable, cute puppy.
Thank you, Griffin, for the donation to the Trevor Project.
Anyway, look at those ducks.
Let's go duck.
So, as you moor at the docks, you get off the boat and you turn around and look back where you came from. And actually, the left brewery of Alexandria is so big that you can see it. It's like seeing Russia from your house. But
That's why they need the levy decimal system, so we can keep track of all the books. Yes, I did it.
But it doesn't look like it normally looks. It looks like locusts have descended on it and picked it clean. It looks like it started. It looks like hiatus is starting.
Oh no.
Hey, that prize looks pretty cool. I like the work that those locusts did.
No.
The
No?
dogs look positively decimated.
Oh, my bad.
What's happening to the delivery? Are we getting help or were we escaping?
I believe that we are the help that this delivery needs.
But we left.
No,
We'd
we're
love
trying to
find
get to
answers.
we're trying to get, I remember. Character creation. We gotta get to character creation.
You're going there too?
Who said that?
Thank you, Ken Freak, for the donation and your support of the Trevor Project. Y'all are amazing. You turn around and you see a childlike person who is sort of amorphous in the face, like it's constantly changing, but they have a glow to them. And you have seen people like this around. This is an idea. You're trying to get to character creation?
Well, it's back across the water in the delivery.
That's all the archive. The creation is it's just over there.
Oh, I got confused.
That's okay. People get across the sea and get confused a lot. You're getting your sea
Wheels. Yeah.
wheels. Sea wheels. I've been trying to get there, but the ways kind of broke.
In what way do you mean?
Well, the bridge is out. There are a lot of people who are trying to get over now, and we don't have any way of getting there, and they look back over at the delivery across the sea, and they're pretty freaked out. Understandably so. If you're going, can I come with you?
Of course! You seem like a lovely idea.
It's always good to have an extra idea in your back pocket.
You should pet the dog. It's therapeutic.
It is. Nice to meet you. I'm excited.
Hi, excited unpacks.
Nice to meet you. Hi. Hi. Hi.
Anathiel, nice to meet you.
Your eyes look fun.
Thank you? Like good funny or like evil funny?
Yes.
I'll take it.
And I'm Smith Smythe of the Smithington Smythe, not to be confused with the Smotherting Smythes.
Can you spell that?
Indeed, I can spell quite well.
Good. Well, if you can help me to get there, I can show you the way.
They can definitely help.
Good. Okay.
And they're my friends. Friends help.
Friends help.
Can I just real quickly can I do a feels roll? What kind of feel can we trust this person?
Absolutely. Yeah. Take a feels roll. You're rolling as an Anathiel?
Is this a bad idea or is this a good idea?
It's probably a bad idea. But I don't know. Maybe,
Always do it.
No, it's
always
okay.
do it.
Yeah. This would only encourage
It's
us.
good to check because this might be a good idea.
So you're Anathiel.
See what you did there.
You're Anathiel. You are not really used to looking for like goodness in people except to capture a pure heart. So you can roll too. I'm a beneficent.
Anybody want to help me out here?
It appears like you have an inkling of an idea, my dear fellow.
Yeah, trying to get
Perhaps
Oh,
I
do
can.
I have ink on me?
Nope, you're good.
There's a...
Perhaps I can fan this small idea into a flame. I'm very good at
They're not gonna
deducing.
set you on fire. That was a metaphor.
Oh, well, people around here have been called flaming before. So Anathiel requested
Nice
assistance.
document.
Is anyone rendering it?
I'm going to help by helping deduce. I'm going to give a number of scenarios where this might be a good idea or it might be a bad idea. And then whichever closest
A pros and cons
this
list.
is, a pros and cons list.
It's great. I always wanted to be on a detective show where a demon and a hard-boiled detective team up to fight crime. This is.
Have you heard the good word of Lucifer?
Ah. I am intrigued.
A
Pretty,
reference.
pretty good show, actually. just saying, good show.
Before I
I will
get my
check it
nerd
out.
out and talk about it, so you are sort of like running the calculations, running the probabilities, and also using your detective instinct to like kind of check their body language, look for micro expressions, all that good procedural goodness. I think this is your wheelhouse, if you'll pardon me, Pax. I think you roll 3.
Excellent.
This is a facts roll. Your number is 5. Go to town, my friend.
Oh, well, 2 successes.
All right, get help. You can now roll 3 dice.
All right, 3 cursed dice.
3 cursed dice.
They're
not
Three
cursed
cursed
dice.
Love. See how they
that's
roll.
3
See how
successes,
they
my
roll.
number twice.
Told
All
you.
right. So
Not cursed. You're fine.
nearby, you see someone with a notebook who looks up. Roseslayer here. Do you have any questions?
Yes, thank you, Roseslayer. Can we trust Excite?
I think excitement is always a good thing to follow. Do you have any other questions?
What is Aunt May making for dinner tonight?
Oh, well, it looks like in this universe it's a casserole, in a different one it's lasagna, and over there it's a stroganoff. Roseslayer out, and shuts the notebook and walks off. Hey, buddy. So, all of you are following Excite up the hill. It's well within spider strength range. It's not really like that kind. And then you crest it, and you see what Excite was talking about with this bridge being out, because it's a downhill and then a little bit of an up into absolutely nothing. There's on the far side of this chasm, you can see a building. And that has to be the Department of Development, where character creation is. Thank you, Flavitex, for your donation in the support of the Trevor Project. But you gotta...
Now that's what
Yes.
Excellent, I appreciate you. Oh, God, that's distracting. So, you guys have to get over past that mega ramp to get to the other side. And
The what? The who now? The, what was that?
yeah, and the funny thing is, Pax, you're not the only one who's looking. Now let's talk about the Wheeler Nod. Thank you, Death Star Taco, for the resub, and to Shadowstorm for the donation and your support of the Trevor Project. So, out in the world, wheelchair users aren't super thick on the ground, and so when we do see each other, it's not uncommon to just sort of have a... Maybe, you can check out the equipment, see what they're rolling with. Oh,
Do I
you
have a
laugh.
box?
You have a box chair. It has full suspension because, like, landing in some of those superheroes, it would be heck on your back if you did not have that suspension. But
Spider-Back really appreciates your good design.
as the old song goes.
Yeah.
But the person rolling up beside you didn't go for the suspension. They went for that kind of carbon fiber, ultralight, super sleek look. And you recognize, like, there's a certain furiousness to them. They look like they might go a little fast. And they just roll on up near the ramp.
By any chance, do they look like they're carrying a lot of explosives?
Okay. I was gonna ask if it was Omar.
So I hate to tell you about Omar. He's a biped. Thank you, Awkward Cassidy, for the sub.
They are not listing the Fast and the Furious movies in order. That's a dead giveaway.
Be in order.
It's just
I'm pretty sure
so
that's
associated
true.
with those movies for me now.
But it came because there once was a Danny Lane in our game who was a Wheeler.
That is true.
And you get a sense of what they're laying down. This seems like they might want a competition. Are you up for the challenge, Pax?
Do I have like a rev mood move?
I would say it's wheelie and sort of like jolt the wheelie a little bit, so your feet are just
Like
popping a little bit in the
skip
air.
forward like a tiny fraction.
Yeah, you bunny hop it a little bit on 2 wheels, which is a tough move, but you do it. Thank you, Gotta Nerd Out, for the donation and your support of the Trevor Project.
Every time you pop the wheels, I'm doing that thing like when a puppy's looking at itself in the mirror and it's just going like popping back and forth, watching your wheels, getting ready.
Look at how cute.
You just have 3 highly distractible teammates. I'm very excited.
I'm actually taking a look at your equipment, your wheels, to seeing if there's anything that I can do to help tweak things, to help a little bit more with your suspension.
Yeah.
So there's a suspension of debilitating pain.
All right, I'm here for this. You're good at working the system, so maybe you can work this system. It's a little bit out of your wheelhouse. Again, apologies.
I am failing to supply them in adequate numbers, so I appreciate you helping.
You do it to your exact level of comfort, my friend, and I will absolutely pick up the rest of it.
I know what I signed up for.
Do I have the
We should use them.
robust clothing stash yet?
Yes,
Okay.
you do.
Then very sleekly, I want to open up the inner cape and pull out the lockpick set that Carmody Kitty has lent me. And I want to tweak the wheelchair to
All right.
get the best possible whatever it is that you're about to do out of it.
Are you saying their wheels look tired?
Rimshot.
Well spoken.
Oh.
Thank you. I'll say I spotted those tools and I just go and I'm looking over at my rival. I'm like, can you give me a hand, maybe? Because I know that you've got those Sherlock eyes and you probably got a good look on the way down for the mast. And if you've got any ideas, we've got our own idea we need to get across.
I do have a couple of ideas that could help you with get the extra lift that you seem to want.
Excellent. Thank you, Kairaya, for the donation, and thank you, Ninja Penguin, for the donation. We're over $4,000.
It's like, freaking, my God, 4 times the goal. Sam was like, should we set for 1,000? Sam Watson said to go for $250. Sam Watson said $250.
I will never doubt y'all. You always show up. This is such a wonderful community for so many reasons, for the positivity, for the mutual support structures that you create for each other, and above all, your generosity with keeping this place as a place where we can commit shenanigans and also to help others the way the Trevor Project does. Thank you so much. And with that, Smith, you tune that suspension. This is a Sam Facts roll. You can roll 1, but now you have the lockpick kit, so you can roll 2.
Indeed.
Did I create an entire reward tier just so Markia could do clever things with objects and costuming because she said aren't good at it? Yes, I did. Thank you, Maribel, for the resub.
Ooh. 2 successes, 1 is my number.
Excellent. So there's a little bit of a different... Suspension has a trade-off to it. You're losing a little bit of rigidity and you're gaining a little bit of cushion on the landing.
Mm-hmm.
And you, as you're starting to feel the tension of the springs, you have a sense of it. And working with Pax, who has extensive experience from their WCMX career...
Google that. By the way, you gotta see these videos, okay?
See, it ain't just me. She's saying it too. You gotta do it. Aaron Fotheringham performed a never before seen maneuver like 2 weeks ago. It's incredible. Go check out WCMX. And you managed to get it just into that sweet spot. So that you're gonna do pretty well. Now, make me a Sam Facts roll. You can roll 3.
A Sam Facts roll.
Yes, this
Ooh,
is
not
an
my strong suit.
assessment. It is not, but you are an expert in this particular field, like no one else here is.
All right. Gotta roll under my number, and my number is 2. Do they count? I can't remember.
No,
Yeah.
they do.
Counts.
That's 2 successes, both of which are Ask the Rule Slayer. Thank you, Dark of Nature, for your donation and the support of the Trevor Project. So you, as you're starting to survey at the top of this hill, that person with a notebook walks by and says, Rule Slayer here. Got any questions?
Perfect. So my best friend Ned, he's pretty awesome. He hooked me up with some of my custom shooters, helped me figure that all out.
Super great.
My webs. How, are they strong enough for all these people to sort of get across? If I can successfully get one all the way across, or do I need to do a reinforced cat's cradle thing? Back and forth.
Maybe if you get to the other side, start to shoot a line over, they can test it and see whether it'll work as a zip line. You can always send some more webs over, but the anchor points are all on this side. Get over there and shoot them back.
Roger that.
Any other questions?
What is that Jane making for dinner?
No one's told you. Rule Slayer out. And they walk away a little bit off.
Oh
Did I miss the end of it?
Nope, that was your inciting. That was your person. That's your Uncle Ben, friend.
no.
I got
If you
it
were
backwards.
already spider
I got it backwards.
it's because it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jane Jamie Jameson.
I got May and Jade backwards, and now I'm the saddest.
So, you've given yourself a sad. It's.
In character, I meant to say May and accidentally said Jane, and can that be what happened?
I dig just sometimes you just.
Well, slowly.
Oh, I had very cool.
Oh, did you have an Ask the Rules Layer as well?
Yeah.
So they're shutting their notebook and preparing to walk away. It's like, you look like you have a question.
Indeed. Does the library have knowledge of the Eagles of Mordor?
You know, from what I can tell, the library has an extensive section on Lord of the Rings. It says here, major fandom. Do beware of the Legolas/Aragorn section. Allegedly, it's quite extensive. But yes, that would all be in the library back there across the sea. Yes. This rules layer is going a lot of different places today. And rules layer out!
Legolas Aragorn.
You know?
Less populated ship than many. I see it over there.
Thank you.
Very robust, though.
Thank you. I was
Very
not taking that.
strong rowboat.
That would actually be a very fine Sunday morning.
All right.
Thank you, Marimo, for the donation and your support of the Trevor Project. So, Pax,
Just nice and
with
cute
those
and
2
sweet.
successes,
Exactly.
you roll up and you look at this ramp and this upcoming terrain the way a wheeler would. So, what you see is something that's kind of akin to Bunker Hill in downtown LA, which is the hill of downtown LA. Some of us made our shoulder muscles on that hill. And it is a steep fracker, but on the nights and weekends when downtown clears out, you can absolutely zoom that thing on the sidewalks pretty well. It's not quite wide enough for two wheelers to be abreast, because every so often you can see there are the street lights that are gonna force the 2 of you back into lanes. And you can pick up all the speed you want, but you better time those wheelies right, because there are cracks in that pavement. And on a null success, someone might trip. But your compatriot in the nice
And you each have 5,000 rerolls.
nice carbon fiber chair seems up for the challenge as you are getting ready to get your WCMX on.
I saw that description, that whole lot of down, little bit of up.
Yeah, it'll just level off and you can zoom all the way through, all the way back to your home. Good times. Thank you, Warlock and Key, for the donation. And thank you, Goda Paste, for for the donation and for your support of the Trevor Project. Real quickly, just because it's relevant, a reroll to the table from Death Star Taco, a reroll to me from Marimo, and a reroll from Ogre Cassidy to Amy.
Thank you.
Just in time.
Yeah.
Exactly. I want to make sure all of these are out because we're y'all better
Yes, hopefully you have a will to survive.
Will to live. Yes, I love it.
I will survive.
I'm burning it down, but that was good. All right, so you get to make a set of 3 feelings rolls. Those are going to be to get you down the hill.
Okay. For first position.
Yep.
On the way down.
You're going to
the
be
hill.
jockeying to see who gets into position.
And doesn't trip.
And ideally doesn't trip. Yeah, those are good rerolls. They're good rerolls, Brent. And then you will get some airtime, and you will get an extra roll for a trick. If both Danny and Pax are flying at the same time, the person with the more dope trick is going to win.
This is great.
So, are you ready to roll?
Zoom.
Let's roll.
But not in the way where it sounds like I just cheated by starting early. Just
Darling, you get out front in front of them, and when it's time to go,
The ears are gonna go.
you're gonna like play that.
Yeah.
And that's the
It's straight up and then.
yes.
all right. Let's roll.
Great power comes great Zoom responsibility.
Yes. All right. Let's see. Danny Wing's number is a 5. They are making a feels roll, so you are, by contrast, in a pretty good position. But both of us are rolling 3.
We're rolling 3. Okay.
Yep. Let's go. Ooh. All right.
Wow.
6.
3 successes.
All right, so you pull out into an early lead ahead of the 2 successes of Danny. So you are able to maneuver and get ahead of them on that first street light and pop the wheelie at just the right point, so you actually get a little air as you're soaring above that crowd. Once you get some speed, those
Thanks for that
wheelies can get
suspension tuning.
pretty exciting. All right, round 2.
Oh, Spidey, go.
Let's go.
Yes, waving a handkerchief in the air.
Exuberance.
I'm like holding up the dog so you can
Make
see.
me higher, I can't see.
Oh, yikes. Hold on. How did you do? You did very well.
That's a dice tray.
Okay. 3 successes.
All right, 3 to 3. That means you have 2 successes and I'm sorry. You have succeeded twice, and Danny has succeeded once. So you keep your lead, and you sort of tuck down over your wheels. It loses you a little bit of maneuverability, but it gains you some speed. But you can almost feel Danny right behind you. They're drafting on you. So you are down into the flat of it now, and you're about to get up into the uphill. So let's see if you can miss those last few bumps in the pavement and adequately take flight.
Dodge the draft.
2 handkerchiefs. Go, Spidey.
I hope I don't need these rerolls later when we're saving innocent people. That would be very
It's fine, I'm sure everything is
Spidey way
fine.
to mess up.
Spider wheels, spider wheels.
3 successes.
All right, so you are clean into the air, and Pax, it feels perfect, like it does every time, like that moment right after release before the next thwip, like you have gone into the ramp and you're into the somersault. It is flight. It is stillness. It's that moment of serenity. And it is Zoom! Thank you, Bondo, for the donation. So, you have come out with successes ahead of Danny, so you get a free chance at a dope trick. What do you do?
I want to see if I can make a ruling on this one. I want to see if I can not just backflip in axis, but backflip and turn this way. So that I'm seeing a total look at the landscape and around before I...
So you can do that because Aaron Fotheringham did that 2 weeks ago.
Yes!
And landed the first backflip radial 360.
Wow.
So I'll show you a video afterwards.
Yes, please.
WCMX is so cool. So you flip, and as you turn around, you don't see Danny in the air with you because they biffed that third one. So they're still back there on the ramp. They ate it.
Well, are
They
they
ate
falling or are they...
No, they didn't quite get there to get the air. Right on the flats, they ate it. So they are now they're in the ground. They stopped.
But not like falling.
They did not fall. That would be if they had whiffed on the trick.
Okay.
So they're okay, but they
I
have
have bad luck with bridges.
how to build them.
Oh, let's just get that. Oh no.
I know. I got. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I appreciate that you had a sad and then have now given that sad unto others. Thank you, Eli, by me, for your donation and your support of the Trevor Project. So you complete that maneuver and land and keep your seat. Because sometimes it is absolutely possible to land and then biff immediately after. But not for Spidey. And from the other side of the chasm, Danny looks at you and just...
Flip.
And they secure your webbing. The beginning of the zip line is ready for the rest of the team to cross.
And Athia looks over at Danny. He's like,
Oh!
"What? I'm a demon.
I bite your
Come
finger."
on, come on, I'm a demon." Did in character. Oh, puppy trying to eat me. How cute.
So Spidey is setting up all kinds of webbing to get over there, to let you all zip line across.
In celebration, Smith Smythe has changed their outfit into looking like Mr. Glass with all the purple and extra, because a very subdued manner, but I can convey my feelings through clothing.
It's a very elegant look you are sporting.
Thank you. All the Smithington Smythes have this cut of the neck.
How smooth.
Yes, it's also underneath. Peel a little bit away, and there's a little chocolate bar. It's also self-refrigerating.
Thank you, Liz Doodle.
Sweet.
Liz Doodles for the sub. And as Danny Loser Lane passes you, says, "I'm not getting over here today. I guess you could use these more than I could." And hands you off, it looks like a quiver, but you have never quite seen arrows like these. These are some kind of like green arrow, trick arrow kinds of nonsense. You have a set of trick arrows, each of which lets you do something cool.
I'm sorry
get-
my demon half called you a loser. Thank you.
I got them. So you have to describe what your trick arrow does, and you can only use each kind of trick arrow once, but
How
this
many are there?
quiver, it appears to be... Oh, yeah, it says a narratively convenient number.
An arrow.
Yeah, so as long as you can keep coming with cool tricks.
Thank you, Castle.
Thank you, Castle Singima, for your donation and supporting the Trevor Project.
Thank you, everybody. Oh my god.
I know, right?
I can't. So, yeah. Now, with
Counterpoint, you are.
Yeah.
I took the penguin hat off, which means now I can't hide under it. Why are you making this so hard? Why are you all making me blush, monster?
Everyone make it worse by donating.
I can't even be mad at that because it supports the Trevor Project. She's happy. So there is now a zip line for the remaining members of the party to cross. How are you maneuvering it?
I crawl into your shirt, like just right in there, and all you see is my head. I'm ready!
Stay tight, little puppy. Okay, I'm gonna try and take an arrow and put it over the zip line and try and, actually zip across if I can.
Absolutely brilliant.
See if it
And
works.
there are some of these that are aluminum arrows.
Okay.
Because those shoot better in competition, all that good stuff. So it will hold. But let's see how you do with that. So this is a feelings roll. This is a feels roll.
Okay, I'm Rory now, so it's, yeah, okay.
May I assist by providing glorious warmth to your neck?
Oh, that
Because it's good feelings.
You not only should, you must. Make a feels roll. You can roll 3 because dang it, you're a pupper.
would be
I'm
quite
made
nice.
for snuggling.
You are.
Snuggle
Snuggle
pupper.
power. Snuggle pupper power.
Yeah, I see. Yeah,
You get help.
you will get help.
It's so relaxing and focusing.
And so
Ready
you
for
got
adventure.
to roll, I would say, 2 because ziplining is a camp thing. But now you can roll 3.
Alright, and
This
it's,
is a feels roll, and your number is a 5. But hey, 3! And re-rolls. You made a lot of good puns. Let's see, I see your number. I see over your
2
I see 2 successes right there. One of which is
my
asked the
number.
rules lawyer. So the rules lawyer, who obviously was officiating the WCMX competition a moment ago, looks up from their notebook and says, "Rules lawyer here."
Rules lawyer, what is the thing that we should be most concerned about right now?
Well, right now it's about moving forward before that hiatus gets over here. It could easily cross the sea and get to all of us, but yeah, that's probably the worst.
Okay, that sounds pretty bad. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, what am I gonna do? It wanders off. So, as Darling climbs into your shirt, you grab the arrows and sort of lift your feet off. And it's a little harrowing because
Arrowing.
God.
I see you have taken well to your secret objective.
I get your point. I'm getting the hang of this.
God. Everyone puns. Let us know what you think in the chat.
Everyone is Sam.
They're all Sam puns.
Oh, Sam puns. Yeah.
And so you actually feel surprisingly good about this. Like, you're usually just an archery instructor. Ziplining kind of makes you feel that they make you do it because you're a counselor and so they do it. But like, aided by Darling, you actually feel like you can do this. You feel encouraged. You feel okay. And you keep that grip on the arrow, and now it's the other side, and you can let go, and you're safe, and everything's good. You're fine. And you make it to the other side right by Pax.
I did it. Did you see that? I did it. It was really scary, but I did it. Thank you, oh my good little dog. You were the key to the whole thing.
That was the most amazing ride.
Let's do it again.
Yeah.
I like your style.
Can we go back?
Let's get Smith first.
I'm over there doing a golf clap. Very, very nicely done. Now it's time for my turn.
It's so much fun.
Yes, it looks fun. Yes, fun. I calculate the wind shear and gravitational pull
Oh,
of the Earth.
Essentially.
Indeed. And I pull out the patented Smythe.
Thank you, KB Tips versus the Treasure Project. That's a wonderful donation. You didn't have to go so hard, but dang it, you did. And I and the Trevor Project are eternally grateful. Now do shenanigans.
I pull out the Smythe patented zip line slash that I've carried on the other side of my cape. It's built specifically for zip lining and for perfect balance. And I utilize that along with my other calculations to cross the divide.
Perfectly balanced,
Perfectly balanced.
as all things should be.
Indeed.
All right, so with a snap, you're gonna.
Can I help them out by?
Hold on. I don't want to go.
Oh. Come on.
Sam did it.
And then Amy brought the feels. Who'da thunk?
You can't just be Okay, continue.
So how are you assisting before all of our feelings are destroyed and then hiatus comes and destroys us all? What?
I was gonna shout motivational slogans, but now I'm all depressed.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I want to. You can do it. Come on, hang in there.
I love that. Absolutely. Make a feels roll. You're a camp counselor. You can roll too.
Moral support.
Your number is a 5. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Moral support is most important when you're trying to do stuff.
All right, that's 2 successes. One of which is Ask the Rules Lawyer, who's standing there with their notebook. You have any questions?
What is Aunt May making for dinner tomorrow night?
Planning out your schedule, are you? I understand.
Depends on whether we go on hiatus.
Oh.
Closes the notebook.
Oh.
Peril.
So much for trying to change things for the lighthearted.
But that's not what Smith Smythe hears. All Smith Smythe hears is the encouragement, which gets you help.
Oh, indeed. Oh, I feel quite jazzed. Thank you
Yes,
for not
and
giving me the shaft on the motivation.
Hang in there.
And so you can now roll 3.
And what type of roll is it?
You got it. It's precise enough. You get some facts. You're good. You're good. You gamed this well. I respect you.
Excellent. 3 successes. 1 is my number.
Perfect. And so you not only do that so well, but like you are speaking aloud, and so Excite, much like that Spider-Man meme, listens to all of the calculations you are making. So when you very cleanly and elegantly zip across and land, barely a stomp, they're able to follow you with the near identical procedure, but with like a t-shirt over the web,
Oh.
trying to zipline, but also trying to land elegantly, exactly like you.
What? That was quite well done, my little one. And you've filled me with excitement. This is quite a funny feeling to have.
Thank you.
A comrade of mine has gave me these little cat ears. I believe they might fit on the top of your point, your idea point.
Awesome! I love these.
Now you got ideas.
Got big ideas. Thank you, Leah Sky 2, for the donation and your support of the Trevor Project. Holy heck, y'all are so generous.
Yeah,
I appreciate it so
amazing.
much.
Oh my god.
And so the nice thing is, from here, it is a pretty short shot to the Department of Development. You guys are right there at character creation. You made it.
Sheet.
And you are...
Wow.
Darling, language.
Sorry,
Anyone
I've been
have a
looking at
friend?
the autocorrect.
So, you get to character creation in the Department of Development, and there's something of sort of the DMV to this place. In a few ways. It smells like bureaucracy and rules, like a lot of rules, which has a sort of cabbagey flavor to them.
I very much enjoy this place.
And also, like the DMV, there is a line out the door. Clearly, the woman from the library has gotten people out over here. A lot of people.
It appears to be an outline.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it has. I see your secret objective is suiting you well as well.
Wow.
I've finally gotten there.
So happy you tuned in.
So you look up at the counter for the sort of time to line, and the good news is it's only 3 eternities.
Oh.
Whoa.
Thank you, Aria Flame, for the donation and your support of the Trevor Project.
I know hiatus can last a bunch of eternities, but I think we maybe need a new plan.
Did we have a plan?
Oh, yeah, we were gonna go to character creation. I mean, the line's really long. That's a lot of people.
Where's the line for already created characters?
You're already created?
Yes, each of us has already had our own adventures, and in fact, this entire campaign has been an adventure together.
Oh, but then how could you go through character creation?
We are here to stop the hiatus.
Maybe you'll have to talk to the people who are bosses. Can we get up and try to talk to the bosses? Can we, see the manager?
Are there DMs in this DMV?
There it is. Who wants to take a look around to find the DMs?
I
would like to assist.
Yep.
This side of the table yields the floor.
You prefer the air anyway. So I think someone knows how to work the system pretty dang effectively.
I know what DM smells like.
Yeah,
Snacks and determination.
All right, so
That's a kind answer.
this is a Sam Facts roll with your super analytical sniffing snoot looking for Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew.
Yes.
You are a pupper. You can roll 3.
Okay. It has to be under my number?
It does. It's a Sam Facts roll.
That's okay.
You've been doing work. You've been doing important work.
Oh, wait, it's just one.
Pupper always knows.
Oh.
Success! Get help.
All right.
I think I
It
have a
appears
lock.
that you're on the trail. I just need to look in the direction that it looks like your sniffing snoot is going, and
I sense a really intense energy drink.
Now this is a fact roll. Super gross caffeine drink.
Yes.
2 successes.
All right. 2 successes. You can see right at the back, there are a couple of people who are wearing, kind of take chargey sorts of suits, and you know those suits. And you know the smell of Cheetos anywhere. These are DMs.
Dust fingers. Let's go. I will lick them.
We found the power behind the throne, so to speak.
So-
This way, I know exactly how to get past this crowd without any of them realizing, being none the wiser.
Excellent. Pick for me. I'm behind you.
Okay. I reach into my cape, and I pull out. I pull out extremely thick glasses, just very big bifocal type glasses, and clipboards that I had in there.
Diabolical!
Yes!
I pass that out, including one to Darling Dog.
Thank you, Curtin Froster, and I pray for your support of the Trevor Project.
And M-Bar 325, thank you.
So official.
It's a clip bark.
It's on a lanyard around their neck.
I'm gnawing on the little metal
The little-
piece that's definitely in front of me.
And the general thought is to be like, this won't do. This is not on the list. Let's move this way. No, not this. And
I did
my
behind
best
you looking
impression.
very official. Yeah, no, that's right,
Yes,
and that's wrong.
right,
And,
right.
Oh, that looks really cool. That looks like a really good idea. Well, I hope you get created. Oh my gosh.
Threat or menace?
Yes? Oh, no, wait, you were talking to them. Sorry. And so you all make your way back, and you can see that there are 2, they kind of have a fraternal twin vibe to them. One of them is sort of desaturated and sort of gloomy, and the other one is Sam levels extra. And they both have name tags that say Min and Max.
That was the howl from the beagle.
Hello. Hey, what can we do you for?
Hey, Max and Pax!
Hey!
Sorry, Spidey strength.
Understood. Understood. What can I do you for?
We need to talk to the people in charge to stop the hiatus.
The hiatus?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you need a low hiatus first and just build your way up?
I'm too low for that.
Nothing but low and little?
Low and little. But fluff.
Oh, but you're not yet so low, but then I can give you scratches!
What a cute doggy.
And while Max is entirely enamored of Darling, you're trying to escape the hiatus, yes? You wish to go through a character creation. Do you have a sheet?
Why, of course, we have all of the sheets. Every sheet that you could possibly need, in triplicate, in fact. Yes, we do. Oh, look over there.
Mm-hmm. Do a quick forgery.
Forgery.
Yep. Oh yeah. All right. So this is gonna be a feels roll because this is
Oh my
this is a
God,
wild.
Anonymous.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Thank you, Anonymous, for your donation and the support of the Trevor project. Wow.
How we doing there?
We're doing okay. We have a fun goal from Dom that at the correct time
Oh.
will happen.
Fun for us or fun for you?
Yes. So yeah, you're doing a wild, passionate forgery. You have not seen this before. So you can't copy off of it.
Nope.
You're just flying by the seat of your very nice suit pants.
Have to use my imagination. Good luck.
All right, this is a
Cool.
feels roll.
I believe in you.
You can roll one.
Hope they don't figure out we're totally full of shit.
Maybe we can help
Language.
distract.
Would you like to try to help distract?
I'm already distracting one.
Yeah. Why not? You want to try to distract Min?
All right, I'm gonna try to pep talk the gloomy one.
All right, yeah. So what do you say to the gloomy one?
Look how cool this is. Flip, 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 flip. Circle, 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 circle.
All right, make your roll. You're doing WCMX tricks. You can roll 3. This is a feels roll. You are freaking Spidey.
I've recently become I'm really loving Smith discovering exuberance, and now I feel like I just want to get that reaction out of everyone. I just like if you seem sullen and depressed, then maybe we could just brighten your day, you know. 3
Wow.
successes.
That's so dope.
Thank you, man. Right?
Yes.
I know a Spider-Man.
My God.
Get help. You can roll 2.
Reroll. Yeah. 2 rerolls.
All right, there's 2.
Oh, a success.
All right.
A hit. A veritable hit.
Yes.
The pin is mightier than the sword.
Spoken like people who don't use swords.
I learned that lesson earlier on the boat.
About swords?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
No, it was a really good one. It was a pirate tale.
I think you also learned that the pupper is mightier than the pencil.
Yes.
Pupper tail beats pirate tail?
Pupper tail. Whack, 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 whack. Distract Max.
It was
So-
a close shave.
So you now have a sheet that looks pretty convincing for a new idea. You have one. It might not hold up to characters who've been in a previous IP,
Oh.
but you do have it there.
Okay.
So you can show it to them and get someone through.
I believe that I can get one of us in, but it might just have to be excitement, since they have not previously been in an IP.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Perhaps they would be able to get do something to get the rest of us in, but at least this one.
Me?
I'm going to have to give you an important task, little one.
Yeah. What can I do?
We'll be able to get you in, and you will have to open the way for others. It is important. Otherwise, I do not know how we will stop the hiatus.
I can do it. Yeah, totally. Well, if you're not coming with me, I guess I have one idea.
Hey, whatever you do, it's gonna be great.
Okay. I probably shouldn't tell you this, but I think there might be one other way to get you out. It's back in the library, but there's a section in the archived characters, the Reboot. If you could get back to the library and get rebooted, you could get out. You could tell the stories, and telling the stories stops the hiatus.
You are indeed a great idea.
Thanks. And they veritably skip off into the bright white light door of character creation, and you have gotten Excite out into the world.
Good luck.
So, all of you are there. Everyone make me a Sam Facts roll. You can all roll 2. Smith, I think you can roll 3.
Yikes. Oh, I got one success.
One success.
One success. I biffed it.
Alright.
Should I do some rerolls here, or is that one enough?
Got the rerolls.
I mean, I'm just wondering. That's like,
Got all these table rerolls, I'm just saying.
I know, reroll one of them. The likelihood of getting another 6 is low. Yeah, 2 successes.
Alright. So, you are all making your way out of the DMV, and a couple of you catch a few shadows that seem familiar to you. But it absolutely couldn't be Versmooth. Or Mom. Like, those couldn't possibly be there, and thank you, Luke Garu. Thank you for your donation and your support of the Trevor project.
God.
Thank you.
So gorgeous.
Just start muttering, Mama Hanks, as I start chasing my tail, thinking it's the shadow.
And
Puppy. I'm all concerned.
I start shaking, and it couldn't possibly be Versmooth, the Dutch Versmooths, my old employers that I double-crossed.
Oh, dark backstory. Are y'all okay?
Did you see Mom?
My mom, she's not here.
I would hope that they would not come for me. And there's really no reason. They couldn't have found out.
yeah, you don't see him anywhere. It's fine.
But
They must be gone.
yeah.
Thank goodness. But you guys have to find a way back to the library. Maybe try to get rebooted. So, you have
This
the
weird
whole
feeling
Department of Development around you, so what do you want to do?
The strangest feeling I've been rebooted before.
There is a possibility. There was something that came to mind earlier when we were on the ship. Have any of you read Lord of the Rings by any chance? There's one point of contention.
I am English, you know.
Oh, indeed. Then you Wait, what?
What's a ring lord?
Oh, that is something completely different. But something that might not be age appropriate for right now for this particular.
Oh, is it like autocorrect?
Yes, yes, it is an autocorrect situation.
I see.
Yes, indeed. There's a point of contention that happens in Lord of the Rings. These things called nerds like to debate it a lot.
Oh, I eat those off the carpet all the time.
Look, lots of people have arguments about this. I'm just saying it doesn't mean you're nerds exactly. I mean, you might have like a lot of wide varied interests, but also have keep going.
These group of travelers have to go a very long distance to return a ring into to melt it down. At one point, there are eagles that are involved, and everybody's like, "Well, why didn't they just get the eagles at the very beginning and then get to where they wanted right away?" A number of nerds are, well, you know, the eagles they are autonomous.
Eagles have stuff to
Eagles, exactly. You know, they're not just at the beck and call, but when they are needed, they were there. I believe that we might be able to call on the Eagles of, I think they're called the Eagles of Mordor. I'm not sure of the exact phrase of them, but...
How do we call them? Do they have, like...
Well, we're right here at development. I believe if we find the right catalog, we might be able to then call on these beings. It's a possibility.
Is there a fanfic department around here somewhere?
I think I see an erotic fanfic.
Y'all don't know my life.
Says something
We've
about
been warned
Legolas
about
and
the slash
Aragorn.
door already.
Yeah.
And no, it was all fan art. We don't talk about my non-canon SOT fan art here. We don't.
Now we do.
We'll talk about it off stream, though.
Just going past a bunch of doors with interesting names on them. This department.
But the nice thing about being in a building is that you can look in the directory and you see the bestiary.
We want to give this a go?
Let's give it a shot. The old college try.
A shot?
Oh, you were doing it. I don't get it.
You're good at bows and arrows.
Oh.
What about a bone? What?
Oh,
Close.
Sweet puppy.
I try to open the door by jumping in and doing the thing that I've seen cats do very successfully.
It's true. The problem is this bestiary definitely has a door. Because otherwise the animals that are supposed to stay in would get out, and the animals that are supposed to stay out might get in, but... No, it's a door.
Is it a puppy door?
Big door.
It isn't.
Oh.
It is an RPG door.
Oh no! But those are the toughest kinds of doors!
They are, and they're ADA non-compliant.
Oh.
Is this the Left World?
It's more likely than you think. They borrowed it from the Department of Verisimilitude.
Oh no! I don't even have one of those. Stupid facts.
Hey, you should talk to the director. Nash.
Oh.
Speaking of, we have an unlock whereby everyone gets to snap a pencil. So, everyone grab one and snaps for Nash.
We're really sorry, Dom, but this might have been your idea.
Hey,
so.
it was.
Just don't break a plastic one.
Yeah.
You know, I used to do those all the time. I came up in this world on mechanical pencils because the character I was playing wouldn't have liked it.
Sam, you're swole. It's different.
When you do it,
I got
do it
two.
like,
There's a whole technique to it.
You gotta say the word.
All right. 1, 2, 3, Nash!
Oh gosh.
I need a longer one so I have my
Yes, longer lever.
Surprisingly satisfying.
Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Good shot, yeah.
I'm not saying I have an entire candy jar of them in my car right now.
Add it to the craft project.
Yeah.
Yeah! I appreciate that. And somewhere, some bureaucrat looks up. Qualified, huh? But here you are at the ADA non-compliant bestiary door, and you all have to find a way in. Thank you for the resub, DJ Phoenix. So how are you getting through this door?
I want to examine the door and see if there are any obvious weaknesses or just anything of interest about it?
Yeah, you've seen doors before.
I
You can
have.
definitely look at doors. You have no door-related specialties, so you can roll one, but this is definitely... Thank you for the bits, Cheshire.
Oh, thank you very much.
May I assist you by being adorable?
Oh! Abso-frackin-lutely. Make a pupper feels roll. You can roll 3 because you're pupper. You're
So
not
I
just
just, I'm encouraging you by slowly just, because I have
Just
been
scratching
failing.
the-
I'm just scratching at the door.
And you have to open a door when a pupper scratches.
It's true.
You got a success.
That's all you need
help.
to get help.
Help.
Yeah, so you can now roll 2.
Roll 2.
Yeah, you are not an expert in
This
doors.
is
This is facts because you are analyzing the door.
That makes sense. I am Rory now, so that is 1 success, but I'm gonna 2 successes.
I'm gonna make you live with your successes because you won at things. Congratulations.
Oh.
How does it feel?
Sam troll.
I was like, oh, this is their moment. But I like this so much better.
Some of us don't just switch sides and become hypocrites. Some of us stand fast by our principles even when we do not stand at all.
It's okay, demon friend. I don't think you're a hypocrite. Now let's find a hippogriff.
So as you analyze this door, you know that traditionally RPG doors, you can't break through them and you can't just open them. So what is the weakness of an RPG door? Well, it's probably the thing that people don't tend to go for, which is doors have hinges.
You have to ever
No.
after the door.
I'm
Yeah, I
thinking
don't know
that
what that
perhaps the hinges on this door might be our way in if we can somehow break them off.
There is an inventor, Leonardo da Vinci. It was a very, very well-known Drew Barrymore movie that also referenced this. If you remove the slots in the hinges, the turning pins, then you should be able to simply lift the door and go down history as the person who opened a door.
You learned that from a Ninja Turtle?
Ever after. Drew
Oh,
Barrymore.
I heard a pirate story very similar. On the boat, there was a pirate story that did the same thing.
It resonates throughout history.
Yeah.
Clever pirate redheads doing clever things.
Clever pirates.
So here's the fun thing about that. Those are kind of like screwish. And there is someone here who has lockpicks, but also someone who carries hex wrenches with them all the time for wheelchair maintenance.
I'll get the bottom one, you get the top one.
Indeed.
All right. Who wants to make the roll? Who wants to help?
You make the roll.
Okay, if it's a precision thing.
Excellent, wise choices from Max Parker. All right. You are fairly adept, but like chair maintenance actually gives you some decent like comfort with a hex wrench. Absolutely. So you can roll 2 for that. It is facts. You roll your number, and as you're sort of about to snatch the hex wrenches away, so you're like, nope, totally innocent. What are you talking about? Thank you, Cheshire Siren, for the donation, and thank you, High Voltage 9088 for the bits. So you're about to like hide the hex wrenches because you're not doing any mischief. Nope. When you realize it's the rules lawyer who looks up from their notebook and says, "Oh, rules lawyer here. What you up to? Got any questions?"
How do we get the eagles on our side if we find them?
Charm them. Rules lawyer out. Make your roll. Let's see. Would you say that the Smithington, and absolutely not the Smorthington Smythes, might be inclined to a little, breaking and entering from time to time?
Sometimes it is the only logical deduction that can be made once you are entering a building without a warrant. I learned this from Carmody Kitty. It took me a second, but I got the thinking behind it.
Oh.
Thank you, Hill of a Wolf 86 for your donation to the Trevor Project.
Thank you so much.
gosh, guys. Okay, you go roll 4 while I get myself together. This is a facts roll. Your number is
Broken
5.
Sam. Hope you're proud of yourselves. Actually, wait.
I am.
I really do hope that you're proud of yourselves. You're doing amazing work for an amazing charity.
Wow, that's 4 successes. Yes. Whoa. It's a gambit of successes.
So, you know that once you remove the hinges of a door, that it's just gonna... and who knows what would get out. And so, you, with your analytical Sherlock Holmesy mind, foresee that consequence. So, you warn everybody else that they should probably catch the door, and you guys will be able to squeeze through, and then figure out maybe how you can keep that door shut afterwards. I'm sure nothing webby would be able to steal a door or anything. That sounds absurd. But this thought does occur to you with a roll of 4 successes. I think you get that one for free.
Yes, I'd like for it to be like spelled out like in a Sherlock Holmes type of way, where it's like you see all of these disastrous things happening, and then doing a correction, and it gets a little bit better, and then a correction, and it's like, oh, okay, well, right. If we just put it at this angle, Anathiel, I believe you have the brute strength that we might need.
Yeah, I can do that. Wait.
Right. And
Me too. My stuffing is ready.
You are so cute.
Oh, it's a good puppy. It was a good puppy.
And then perhaps Spidey, you might be able to secure the door behind us.
Ah, gotcha.
Yes. We are quite a great team.
Yeah. I don't always do the team thing, but I could get used to this.
I'm feeling ooh, what is this? Ooh, I think I'm gonna need a more flamboyant tie. Take off the tie, and it has a very an ascot comes out. Vibrantly purple, like as everything's going on, it's just getting more and more flamboyant.
I support flamboyancy.
Yes, like
It's the best kind of
believe this is
buoyancy.
fitting.
A new costume just brings out a good energy, you know?
Makes you feel good inside and out.
Real quick, I'm not saying it is a reward for having amazing and flamboyant ideas, but Aria Flame sends Marquis a reroll, and DJ Phoenix sends Rick a reroll.
Thank you.
Nice.
Let's do this.
So you get through the door and reseal it without a hatch, because like we just let 4 successes ride here in Tempting Fate, and you turn around and there's an air to this bestiary, almost like stepping into Newt's commander suitcase. You can see all sorts of... Oh, wow, that's a Deinonychus, and it's asleep, and it's right in front of you. But it's asleep. And you can see a couple creatures beyond them. And then over there up the hill, those probably are the eagles, if you can...
Everyone, I think I can do this. My paws, I don't have any toe beans. I don't make noise. I think I could do a stealth check.
I think that's excellent, my friend.
You're so brave.
Who has a fuzzy face? You have a fuzzy face. That's what's a good little puppy.
You have a fuzzy face. You have silent paws. You can make your sneak check. You are silent, so you can roll 3. But stealth traditionally is a Sam Facts roll.
Yes.
Your number is 3, though. So
Yes.
go for it. I believe in you, darling. Very good dog.
Oh.
So you are rolling under
Under my
your
number.
number.
Okay. I'm re-rolling 2.
All right.
Ooh.
There you go. That's 2 successes.
I mean, I'm gonna just go for it because I've got a lot of re-rolls.
It's true. Studies show people like Gina.
No, it's okay. I will leave it at that for now. So 2 successes to walk past all of the beasties.
Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. And you are past the Deinonychus. Thank you so much for your donation to the Trevor Project. Go GT200. Is there preferred pronunciation? Let us know.
I want to approach the eagles very slowly, but I want to make it look like I have one limp. So like when a puppy hurts their paw, and I want to just approach the eagles and then bow to them and then just say, please, if you would be so kind and you're not busy at the moment, would you mind? I heard that you're really good at taking people home.
Make a charm roll.
Okay.
Your pupper. This is a feels roll.
I got big puppy eyes.
You got the big puppy eyes. You can roll 3.
Thank you.
Your pupper.
Just want to watch the adventures of Poppy and Giant Bird.
Tune into Viva as a gift.
2 successes, 1 is both are my number.
All right. So the eagle sort of and seems to look a little bit over your shoulder and Defus, thank you so much for the donation in support of the Trevor Project. Wow. Hi. Wow. Hi. Wow.
Wow.
As all of you extend your generosity, I keep trying to find words, but I lost words like so far ago, and I will never have words again. I'm gonna need to take like a week off to just try to recover words.
No, that means a hiatus. We're trying to fight that.
We are playing a dangerous game. But fortunately, nearby is the rules lawyer who sort of crouches over you, studying the eagle and says, do you have any questions?
First question. Are the eagles busy at the moment?
Well, I think busyness has never really determined whether or not they would come and go. It's mostly narrative necessity, let's be honest.
Oh.
Do you have another question?
Second question. What is Pupper May cooking for me?
Pupper May appears to be cooking sausage links.
Wiggle. Okay, focus. I need to save my friends.
Rules lawyer out. Snaps the notebook.
Bye.
And sneaks out like a little cartoon character with the xylophone playing with each of their steps. So, kind of like a hippogriff who's decided you're respectful and all right. The eagle and then bows before you so that you can scamper up the eagle's neck. It seems like some of its other eagle buddies are taking notice too, and if the rest of the team can sneak past the Deinonychus, you might just get onto these eagles and get back across the story world to the Deliverary. So how do you guys want to sneak? Sneakily.
I'm pretty quiet. If I can keep from shouting catchphrases at anything.
It is a constant weakness. How stealthy would you say Spidey is in general?
I feel like pretty stealthy, yeah.
Oh,
Kaylin.
hi. Thank you, Cucumber. All right, so this is a fact roll. You can roll 2. Because apparently Spidey is stealthy.
I just, I've done my fair share of scoping out bad guy situations.
That is the truth.
Then inevitably go plunging in. But there's usually a scoping phase.
Right, there's a scoping phase immediately, like, before the planning phase, and also before the ignoring the plan phase.
Yeah.
Yeah, excellent.
There's the Spidey on the wall phase. This is 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And this is a facts roll.
Mm-hmm, it's stealth.
Mm-hmm.
You're charming. You have rerolls. You're fine.
I'm gonna use some I failed twice.
Oh,
my gosh.
Twice again.
Wow.
Tinksy, thank you so
so much
Thank
again.
you so much for such extensive support of the Trevor Project. Thank you, everyone.
I put the
so
dice in the
much good.
so
It
much good.
really, 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 really does.
Tinksy, you just distracted Amy so much she put the dice in the reroll bin.
But also,
She got the. I got one success.
All right, you got one success. Which
Should I reroll a
Marmo,
second or should
thank
I
you.
let it ride?
Well, if you've got the reroll.
Got the reroll.
Not the rerolls. We got the table.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the table ones too.
I can't do this! I will get across this room! Here's one of mine. I'll teach you. I see you struggling. I'm just like, stuff paws,
Oh my god!
Thank
I would say
thank you, Marimo.
I've almost run over 1,000,000 tails. That would have woken creatures. No. Individual creatures' tails.
So you're about to do that, and thank you, and thank you for the resub, Tinksy. So you are wheeling a little bit to get over the grass of the terrain that your casters wouldn't super love, and you're about to run over one of those tails. You roll back out, and you look up. There are tree branches.
What am I thinking?
Swing. Swing. Land.
Excellent.
There are
Where is my spidey sense?
there are still two friends real close to a Deinonychus.
Yeah, let me see who I am.
A question we all ask ourselves. Rory.
Rory.
It's a good time to be Rory.
Okay. So I reach into my quiver and I pull out a grappling hook arrow that I can sort of shoot into the ceiling and then like swing along.
Perfect. Yes, absolutely. You're an archery instructor. You can roll 3. This is a facts roll because you're making a fairly precise shot in order to get this whole thing going.
Called shot.
That's exactly what I hoped for trick arrows. Thank you.
And that is 3 successes.
Like a bouse. Is that that's a rule slayer?
Oh, yeah, it's rule
on you
slayer,
as
that's my
well.
number.
So sneaking past, and I think you have one as well.
Yes.
Oh, Liz Doodle.
Thank you, Liz Doodles, and thank you, Jeff, for your donations to the Trevor Project. That all of these make a tremendous amount of difference for LGBTQ youth, and all of this generosity
Being
is.
told by Twitter that we're over 5,000.
Are we over 5,000?
That's according to Twitter.
yeah,
Twitter
but-
does not lie.
It's true. Twitter always tells the truth at all times, and see now I'm telling lies.
Yeah.
But as you're sort of God, $5,000. Hang on, I just need a moment. Okay, cool. So as you're about to swing and as you're shooting that air, Rules Lawyer is sneaking back the way that they came because they're sneaking away from Darling and say, "Hey, Rules Lawyer here. Have any questions?"
We can reboot ourselves, but what happens to everybody else?
Well, if you can get the stories out, maybe they'll suspend hiatus. Any other questions? Looks to you. Thank you, Dark of Nate, for your donation.
We might need help if we have to fight the hiatus. There wouldn't happen to be a giant flying dino bear somewhere in this bestiary, would there?
Not at the moment.
Rules
Thank
Liar
you,
out.
Heart of Handprints, for the donation. And following your direction, Rules Lawyer indeed goes out as you shoot the arrow. It hits a tree not far from the eagle's little perch. The eagle goes, and the grappling activates, and you land right alongside.
Nicely
Fact.
done.
Simultaneously.
High five.
I've been studying your work.
Smith's knife.
I'm going to reach into my deep well of knowledge about the, what was it again? The dino icon?
Deinonychus?
Deinonychus, yes, absolutely.
Yes. The D monster.
Yeah.
And
You
realize.
can call him a raptor, I won't get mad.
Don't call it the D monster.
Oh, good lord. Oh, wow. Oh, good lord.
Oh,
my
Thank you, Shalithia and Sylvester, for the donations to the Trevor Project. You're, wow.
my God! Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much. Yes.
My deep knowledge
Yes,
and realize
of the raptor,
that it is in its hibernation period, that there is no need for stealth, and just simply make my way to the other side of the room.
This is a facts roll. You can roll 1 to attempt to instantiate a narrative truth out of absolutely crap all.
I completely
It's a facts
agree.
roll, your number is 5. You're trying to create a fact.
Yes, that is a success with consequence. That one.
A fact is instantiated, but because it is one thank you, Hail of a Wolf, for your donation to the Trevor Project, and thank you, Erica the Strange, for your resub. Thank you.
Wow. This is amazing.
I didn't expect this, and that was wrong of me, and I apologize. You're incredible. Like, in the true sense of the word, I can't believe it. I cannot cred it. I'm just happy that it's true. And speaking of things that are super incredible, the good news is definitely in the hibernation state. The bad news is very easily rousable. So from the hibernation state. So as you don't really sneak, you stroll past with panache. It's sort of.
I'm like, don't worry, it's in its
Make a feelings roll to run. You can roll to. You've run after perps before.
Okay.
If anyone wants
Can
to
I-
assist, yes.
Can I help them? I wanna pull. I have a boxing glove arrow, and I wanna shoot it right, the dinosaur right between the eyes with the boxing glove arrow.
Absolutely.
Yes!
You give Marquia costumes, you get Rick tricks. This is the best.
Is it on one of those like
Yes,
extendable
you can roll for it.
arms?
Oh wait, I should see who I am. Oh, I'm an Athiel.
Oh.
This is gonna be fun.
Okay. So that's
So that's one success.
but I'm gonna.
Yeah. Doesn't it just help?
Oh, it's just help. It's just a help roll. Right.
Yeah.
Is it?
One is
So
all
you
it
get
takes.
help,
Okay.
but because you were about to get those rerolls, and we do have an unlock from Dom, whereby everyone gives their best. Fuck you, Dragon Lady. So we're gonna go around clockwise, starting with Rick.
Fuck you, Dragon Envy.
Amy.
Fuck you, Dragon Lady!
Fuck you, Dragon Lady.
Gina.
Fuck you, Dragon Lady!
Oh, what up?
That's got to be the winner.
All right.
Proving your autocorrect.
Oh, it's a T-stats. Nice.
That one was a voice command.
Thank you for your chaos and donation to the Trevor Project SOT stats. So you can now roll 2 on your run away from Raptor. Must go faster. Go faster.
Over my number.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know, it's a good time.
This is gonna.
It's a great time. Hey, you got rerolls? You got rerolls. The table has rerolls.
Great time.
Rerolls are bad.
We're just all standing there like, run, go, run.
I
Absolutely
immediately
not.
regret this
One of you is
decision.
sitting there saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Oh, both my number.
Perfect.
2
Yes!
my numbers.
That works.
Yes.
So you're running in opposite directions. The rules lawyers are calls over. Hey, before you get out here, do you have any questions?
Does the diconoclast
Yes.
Iconoclast, yes.
It amused me.
have a favorite food. Ooh.
Chris Pratt.
Oh.
What?
Canonically ate him in their adventure as Clever Girl.
Fair enough.
That's right.
It was an unlock. It was a fun lock.
That's right. It ate sexist Chris Pratt.
Yep, it did. It was a good time.
Yeah.
It was
Linked
delicious.
it to the fanfic section.
That would work.
Yes.
Says Darling.
I mean, not that I've written fanfic, but yes, I'm instantiating that
Who's
truth.
a
I
smart
imagine there's
little puppy. Who's a
plenty
smart
of fan
puppy?
fiction destroying sexist characters.
Second question. How's Webb doing?
Thriving.
It's good to know. The reformed bullies. I'm still trying.
There's a Deinonychus behind you. I'm gonna run now. Run like a rat!
As I'm running out of the many folds that I have in my luxurious cape, I'm gonna pull out a picture of Chris Pratt, we'll have this picture of Chris Pratt and yell over at Ananthiel or Rory.
Well, thank you for the donation, High Voltage.
Shoot this to the fan fiction section.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
gonna give that a shot.
Absolutely. Yes.
Shot.
And
I'm an Athiel again. How many of these?
you still get three,
Still get three.
because you're shooting a throw response on all that.
So,
So let's see.
those are
It's a facts roll.
so that's 3 failures.
So that is in fact 3 failures.
Okay, I'm gonna reroll all of those,
Absolutely.
and it's 1 success.
All right.
I'm going to reroll 2 of those,
Whew. Yeah, get that dragon lady.
and
It continues not to be
continues
successful,
not to
but
be
you know, hey,
But I
burn them if you got
want
them.
the
See, I appreciate
dinosaur
you.
to-
There
2 successes. I'll
is.
take it.
So the arrow you grab, like you just by an instinct, like Anathiel doesn't know which arrow is which, and just grabs for whatever comes first. And the good news is, it's labeled Bamf. So as it pierces the picture of Chris Pratt, it seemingly disappears and is bamfing into the fanfic department. Clever Girl turns around, senses where the picture of Chris Pratt is, and launches itself so hard that it busts through the spider sealant, through the door like the Kool-Aid dino, to go right into the fanfic department. But you all have gotten to the Eagles and are taking flight.
Can I put the door closed behind us?
As you go away, yeah, free whips. Whips for all.
Since you pointed out that we should not leave the door to the bestiary open, I now feel a little bad.
To be fair, the scariest one is now already outside the bestiary.
Well, that's the DMV's problem.
Chris Pratt?
Also,
Support the Trevor project, y'all.
get a fresh one from Erica the Strange.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
So, you are taking flight over the story world. And it is
Fly so much today.
it is like having your head outside of a car, but more so.
Careful, puppy. Be careful. Be careful. Don't fall. Don't fall, puppy.
Like a very concerned D-mom.
Who wants Snuggles?
And the eagles fly up close to each other so that you can nuzzle a little. You know, as a demon nuzzle.
Eagle nuzzles.
And as you're flying, you see a flock of carrier penguins. I got more carrier penguins, and I'm going to read more carrier penguins real quick, because yay. Perfect Kazima says, thank you for the laughs and love and silliness. It brightens up my week like nothing else to see y'all playing together. And with all of these Sams, I don't think I have ever seen a room with such BHE, and that is big hug energy.
Yes!
Aw. Thank you for all the awesome gifts you make.
Amazing. Amazing giftery. A gift to us all. Warlock and Key says, some of my favorite people supporting one of my favorite causes. This gay is happy today. Happy and gay. What more could you ask for? Embar325 says, this is for the young Casses of the world who just want to hold their Luma's hand. Thank you, Gina and Amy. So say we all.
I wasn't. Oh yeah, I took the test. Sorry.
I mean, if you have the time. GoGT200 says, love you all, especially you, Sam, which clearly applies to all of you. Seeing other disabled trans folks like myself fills my heart with joy. DevPez says, I'm uncomfortable with saying it, but the Trevor Project has helped me immensely. I was not okay, and they helped. And they continue to do so for every person who calls them. If you want to donate, this is a company whose sole purpose is to help the LGBTQ community. They work so hard and do so good, and I second that. I wish I had known about the Trevor Project and that had been available to me when I was an LGBTQ youth, and so that is why it means in particular so ding-dang much to me that y'all are showing up tonight. Anyway, Salvastra says, Sam, you are a wonderful beacon of light and joy and love in the world. Thank you so much just for being yourself and sharing your boundless hype and positivity and love and Sam facts with us all. Thank you, Salvastra. And you sort of hear these twitterings from the carrier penguins as you fly majestically.
Have you ever seen
alongside
anything
them.
so majestic?
None such majesty but these.
I believe this is a first for me.
And
Fly on, birds.
as the flock of carrier penguins flies across the story world and sort of races ahead of you, they reveal what had seemingly been hidden right behind them. There's another flying creature here. A sort of kaiju-ish, a pterodactyl. And atop that pterodactyl, it's cephalopod. It's for Smooth. It's the mom who didn't want you. And you see your counterpart. You see the true and yourself. All of them are on top of Rex, and it looks like they're all trying to get to the reboots too. You have to race to beat them to reboot from atop Rex.
All right, people, let's zoom.
There's no way that we can let these stories get out. Just imagine what it could do to the world. Do you think that there will be any room for our stories if theirs gets out before ours?
Certainly not! Cephalopod cries from Rex, and
I can see myself from here.
can you?
Is that what I sound like? Oh, man!
So, you are all atop the eagles and must go faster. How are you encouraging your eagles to fly fly, you fools?
Can I try and get Rex to slow down?
Yes, absolutely. How do you want to try to do that?
Okay, as a demon, I know this huge monster, Baradactyl Kaiju. We're old friends. We go way back. We used to raise cities together.
You were in
and so on
Bridge
and so
Club
forth.
together, weren't
We
you?
were in Bridge
Before the
Club.
bridge
Yeah.
collapsed, obviously.
Yeah, it was Mahjong.
Thank you for
Okay.
so adorably confused.
Oh, thanks. So.
Aw.
And yeah, I
They
wanna.
destroyed the bridge. That's
I
what happened.
wanna-
It's kaiju demons, just
Yes,
Bridge.
those things.
that's the kind of bridge club they operate in. Oh, cool. Yes.
Yeah, I want to
more
just.
They go way back, yeah.
Well, I was
More clubs
trying
than
to
hearts.
kind of like confuse Rex and just be like, come on, you should be on our side. It's like, at least, hey, don't you feel guilty about helping out the wrong side? I should be doing that. Don't you feel guilty about helping out all
I don't
those
know. Find
bad
out
guys?
which one you should be.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh,
So now do this again, but do it in a British accent.
no! Okay.
Thank you for your
Anonymous.
support of the Trevor Project, Anonymous.
There's so much, Anonymous. So, yeah, oh no, I guess I'm going to have to try and pretend to be Anathiel. So I'm going to try and pretend to be Anathiel and psych out Rex.
Yes, absolutely.
Don't you want to help us instead of those nasty, horrible, terrible, evil creatures, Rex? We go way back, remember me, your old buddy Anathiel?
Anyone want to assist in this endeavor?
trying to look all scary.
I
and
can
things.
assist by providing added growls from behind your head.
Oh.
Perfect. Roll for sound design.
All right.
You're a pupper. Growling comes naturally to you. You can roll 3.
3.
You're a very fierce pupper.
I'm a fierce
You're a
pupper.
fierce pupper.
Fierce.
Quite ferocious.
Was this a feelings or?
This was a feels roll, yeah.
Okay, so you get help.
All right. Oh, how many did I have to begin with?
It's one. Charming people is really neither an Anathiel nor a Rory thing. You can roll 1. Now you can roll 2.
Unfortunately, that is quite correct.
I help you, Rory.
Oh, that's a good papa.
Such a good pupper. You are such a good pupper.
Oh, is that it? Wait, what were you?
Twos. It's
That's Anathiel's. No, you had
those are
to
2
roll.
failures.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's a feels roll. So that
Are
is
you
not.
going for 6?
Those are. It's like success, but then it's the other thing.
Ooh.
1 success,
All right.
Oh.
2 successes,
All right.
including
yes.
my number.
So, honestly, the truth of it is that if Rex really felt that this was Anathiel, their instinct would actually be to speed up, but it hears that you're Rory. And so it's confused.
I'm a scary demon, I swear.
And sort of falls back like it really needs to contemplate this whole thing. And Versmouth is like, no, go faster, you must go faster. Go, you vile creature. Trying to urge it on, but it's not really getting it. What are the rest of y'all doing?
Well, besides chuckling to myself, me like, what, looks like you're behind again, no chap. Looking at the eagle's wings and exactly how the feathers are placed, I'm going to smooth down some of the feathers to help with the wind shear. And then, find the exact placement for that. And having that knowledge, I could pass that on to others if they wanted to have their eagles go faster also.
Oh, all right. Well, roll for eagle engineering. And thank you, Capt Obs, for the donation to the Trevor Project.
Eagle Engineering.
Yeah.
Sam Portmentos. Let us know what you think in the chat.
I carry Mentos over.
Sam's Portable Mentos. Let us know what you think.
Don't mix
All right,
with
so-
Diet Coke.
You're pretty analytical, but you're also not a bird engineer. You can roll 1. It's a facts roll. Your number is 5.
Not a bird engineer.
All right. Well, so it's a bit of a trial and error thing. It's kind of like, oh, no. Oh, now it's kind of turning. No. There it is. And your eagle dives a little bit, and the dive of it, the downward, allows for greater speed. So your eagle's just a little bit above the water, and it's possible that some of this benefit may purely be a neck massage. But either way, like, if it works, right? Pax, what are you up to?
I'm thinking about the challenges and how, like, these people deserve to have their stories told. We know they won't let anyone else's be told. And I'm thinking about how well I was made and all of the stuff I can do, like instant web decoys.
Oh, hey. I love it when a previous thing comes together. This isn't for me, it's from Adorably Confused, but I likewise endorse.
Okay, how do I use my instant web decoys?
Thank you, Captain BVS.
So,
I want one for each of us if I can.
Captain
Obvious.
yep,
I'm a moron.
right? Hey, don't you dare insult my friend.
Aw,
It's true. But it's just funny because it was literally on Captain Obvious.
Yeah.
See, it just makes it more charming.
Yeah.
So, I remember the mechanic. It's all Rick's fault. It's a facts roll.
Oh no!
I
Okay.
know. But you can roll 3 because you are Spidey.
I'm Spidey.
You are Spidey. And there are table rerolls.
Yes.
And these facts are both important.
And friendship rolls.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very
Cephalopod is
delicious.
coming and I'm not letting her get y'all.
Right.
Thank you for the donation, Treasure Siren.
Okay. Okay.
Ooh.
I'm gonna need 3 rerolls. I got 1.
Oh, here's 2 more.
Thank you.
Okay. 1 success.
All right, 1 success.
Yeah.
2 more for the table.
Yeah. 2 from the table.
2 more for the table.
And 2 more for the road.
Oh.
Give her 2 for the table.
Oh, 2
Yeah.
successes.
And 1 more.
No. Take the 2 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it works.
It works. Yeah. So
Studying the shapes of each of you, and I want different looking eagle to go off the wrong direction, just enough to confuse the vision with the spray from the ocean coming up, and to send them off the wrong way.
you've been in the library for a while. You've been hanging out like the nice things like this atrium where you can get big air is right next to the artist studio, and you've picked up a thing or two.
That studio is growing so quickly. I picked up so many tips. I was upside down a lot of the time, but it actually trains your artist brain in a whole different way.
That's true. And so, with genuine facts,
Yes!
Amy facts.
you are. There's Am Fact today.
It's a pax roll.
Pax facts.
Facts. Leave your support in chat. You thwip 4 beautiful decoys of the whole team.
One of them has a
including yourself.
mascot.
Oh, mascot. And Rex is completely confused by this and dives into the ocean. We know that this kaiju can swim kind of like a bat.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think your evil counterparts are gonna do so well by that.
Looking quite wet there, old chap.
Bugger roll!
I'm a little worried Cephalopod might be able to adapt, but in the meantime, we should get some ground on her.
So,
Mom definitely won't.
fortunately, she's the one who taught your kid to swim. So she's gonna be okay.
That's good. I look down at Mom, and it makes me think of my kid, and also when she wasn't so nice to me, and I reach up and scratch the section where I remember that she stitched me up, and I remember the bright red, beautiful thread that she used, and how good of a job she did, so that anytime I scratch my ear, I don't reopen it, and then I remember. It's good to have people to help when you can't reach. And I look at how far we still are. And I remember that my friend that I met had a friend who also got rebooted a lot. Hey, we might need your help now. Leafy Lizard of Amazingness.
What can I do for you?
Can you teach us how to reboot well to tell amazing stories for everyone, for new generations and new audiences?
Oh, darling, I can think of no one better. I'm pretty sure you already can. And psychically, you now know exactly where in the character archive the reboot is. You will be able to get to the reboot room pretty immediately.
I know where to go.
And so, like a pointer dog, Darling points the way
It's in the imagination station.
right through, and the eagles all fly through an open window over the ground. You can see a battle against Hiatus, and like Thermopylae, there is a lone figure you can barely make out in red who is battling the whole of Hiatus with what
they're
appear to
fucked.
be a pair of
There's other people.
sticks.
Yeah.
Hiatus probably doesn't stand a chance. Especially because
I hear chainsaws.
you land and walk into this. It's almost like a chamber in Hogwarts. And what you see are 4 portals with a sort of liquidy sense to them that glows bluish purple. Thank you, Camber, for the sub.
Thank you.
And you can each see someone in there. Smith, you see a woman whose dark eyes sparkle with that grace and hyper competence that you know in yourself. It's like seeing your inner self in that doorway. Pax, you see a woman with glasses and a smile that is curiosity and mischief and adventure and compassion, and dang, you know your people. Rory, you see a man with glasses and a bit of a gruff smile, and somewhere in there it's like you, who are shy of being acknowledged for just how extraordinary you are, and that which is within you recognizes the ferocity of someone who will always do right.
Why are you trying to take us break now?
You see a woman whose family, who is love, who looking into her face, you've seen her a moment and it is already as if you've known her for 11 years. This is the path to the reboot. This is how you tell the stories. You can all step through, fix hiatus, and come here to Lasers and Sams and Feelings. Thank you all so much for joining me today.
One last one. I don't step through.
You're damn right. Take this off. Thank you so much, everyone, for destroying us all and for elevating the Trevor Project and helping out this wonderful organization and making this just a joy. I have to read a quick penguin from Captain Obs for all the good work the Trevor Project does in honor of the good work your amazing heart does, Sam. And I will toss that right back out to all of you, without whom none of this would be possible. Thank you to Dom and to Saving Throw Show. You're amazing. And next week, we're going to have a She-Ra show. Yes! I will apparently be playing a 4. But all of you players are a 10. And with that, if y'all are okay, I want to do the last unlock, which is a group hug.
Yay! Do we know what the total was as of now? Can we? Is that a thing we can find
Yeah,
out?
hug first.
Thank you so much. I love you all.
I love you.
Thank you so much, chat. This community is one that we all endeavor to deserve. Thank you so much.
Thank you, GM Send11. Oh my god!
Holy butt!
I hope y'all had a good time.
Like, everybody cry. It's like, oh my god.
I learned from watching you, Rick! I learned from watching you! So, thank you so much for joining us. On our next show coming up is Broken Pact on Monday at 8 p.m. PDT. We're all gonna go celebrate everything you've done. Thank you, Dark of Nate, with a lucky donation.
Do we have a total?
Yes.
What is our total, Dom?
Oh, no, hold on, it's changing. Wait.
Like my gender, it is fluid.
Okay, yep, we just cleared. Okay, new unlock, just got unlocked.
Oh my god.
What?
You are now playing in a Into the Batverse game.
Oh my god!
That may or may not be thanks
Oh my
to
god.
additional donations at the 11th hour from Anonymous, who made the dream work.
Oh my gosh.
Into the Badverse is going to be so worth it. I'm telling you right now. Okay,
We
it's
already
like,
came up with
this is
characters.
Yep.
Gina DeVivo's idea. Okay, it's like the first.
Don't
game.
tell
All good things come.
Don't tell them.
No!
They already bought it.
We already got it. We
Okay,
don't
okay.
got a team.
Unless you want to, it's your
No,
show. I'm
no,
just saying.
no.
But
I was going to tell you, blame them.
if you want to find out more, you should follow Tempting Fate's Twitter account at Tempting Fate RPG.
Drop
And
hints there.
you should follow all of these fantastic people to find out both about that and about the amazing things they're going to do. Let's go around this way. Amy, where can the good people find you?
I'm Amy Dallin. I have been Pax Parker. You can find me at Enthusiamy all over the internet, and it's so good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much for guesting.
I'm Rick Bud. You can find me back here next week, apparently GMing Shira and the Princesses of Power. Yeah, oh my god, I can't, that's, god, have you watched, if you have not watched the cartoon, go check out Shira. It's amazing. It's going to be great. You can follow me on Twitter at rbud913, or you can follow the show at Tempting Fate RPG on Twitter or Instagram.
I'm going to go out of order just to grab you. Is that good?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Excellent. I'm Sam DeLove. You can find me on Twitter at Tchaikovsky, ChaikovSky. You can find me along with the delightful Gina DeVivo on Blunders and Blunders. I live my life hoping I will someday
Find
deserve you.
someone who looks at you the way Gina looks at Sam when Sam does all of Gina's plugs.
And you can hear us together and our delightful dynamics on Plunders and Blunders, the D&D comedy podcast we do with our friends. That comes out every Monday wherever fine podcasts are distributed. We're currently on a side quest, Cobaltly Go. It is a rockin' good time through space. You can also find me and Gina and Amy. We have just completed our second season of Callisto 6. That is coming out weekly on YouTube, and you can catch all of the seasons of it, as well as some excellent season 2 recaps by our very own Hakeem Sophia, aka Marquia McCarty, on twitch.tv/geek and sundry.
Perfect. I'm Gina DeVivo, and I've been Darling. It's been a pleasure.
Well, yeah, but what character did you? Oh.
Oh.
Oh, also, we're on TBD RPG.
Yeah, don't worry. I was gonna do that one for you. I had to pay it forward with the help plugs. You can find me on Twitter at Pocket Gina. You can find the two of us on TBD RPG 8:30 Pacific Standard Time on Wednesday nights. And if you also love hearing my voice sometimes, there's more podcasts. Champions of the Earth, we're dropping another episode very soon, maybe in like a couple days. Keep an eye out for that.
And if you missed her Godzilla story, it was...
Oh yeah,
Everything Gina does is
wrapped
amazing.
up my
You just saw.
jamming.
It's Godzilla?
Godzilla.
I love that.
Godzilla.
I am Marquia McCarty. I was Smythe of the Smithington Smites for Lasers and Sam's and Feelings. Yeah, Twitter and Instagram at Marquia McCarty. Also, since we're going to be having an Into the Batverse, I am a host on DC Daily along with Amy. So if you have the DC Universe app, you can see all of our shows. And also now, if you go to the main page, dcuniverse.com, our episodes, all the DC Daily episodes are up for 2 days before it hides behind a paywall. So might as well go and see that. And Doom Patrol is awesome. Go ahead and check us out there.
I just got my sub. I'm super excited for everything.
Yeah.
Yes. I got it here. So, thank you so much. We will be back next week. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to Dom, and thank you for tempting fate with us.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
Don't you want to know how much?
Yes. How much?
What?
$6,058.88.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
gosh.
Thank you so much.
6,000.
Yeah.
Over 6,000.
Wow. Thank you. Oh my, thank you so much.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think Sam talks anymore.
That is freaking amazing. Those donations are incredible. Go to an amazing cause. And that organization is always there. Give them love anytime.
Yeah, you've done something really incredible and really good today. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for tempting fate with us.
you.
proper when it's played with harmony. But if you want to be classy, play me something just jazzy, and you make a hit with me. Come, everybody jazz it, jazz it, all over town. We're doing, boys. All of the best folks throughout the land are dancing and a prancing to an old jazz band. Oh, brother, who's this new? I'm simply wild about it 'cause it's something new. So everybody jazz it, jazz it, jazz it. Let's start jazzing it too. Only the man started playing on that doggone saxophone. Oh, Abraham, keep a swaying when you play on the side trombone. Tell that boy who plays the fiddle just to play a bit of key. And have the man from Savannah playing on that piano.